D&D today. No, your initiative's fine. We are going to
Wait,
be
have we
playing...
started?
Yes, we've started. We're going to be playing D&D today. It's going to be, should be a crazy session, but
Once
should
we
be pretty
start.
fun. You know, once we start, it'll be crazy anyway. So, last time with the Dawnforged company, we're going to be continuing the campaign of the Dawnforged, who they, having been sucked into the Feywild and having their sorcerer abducted by an unsightly, unseemly fungus man thing. But eventually they defeated this fungal lord, and he called himself the Undying Prince. But upon his defeat, they took some trophies, including some leg meat, a bag full of bones, and a few other things here and there. And traveling forward with their new guide, Elofir, herbal druid he's a blackened with super dark gray fur. Seems to have some connection with fire, as he has friends who are not only fire elementals, but a fairy who also has flame about her. He has led them through the forest to meet the trickster god, well, not trickster god, I keep doing that, it's not a trickster god, the Prince of Fools, Hersam. And upon meeting him, well, after fighting some crows and seeing that there might be other things looking in on them, they made their way and met Hersam.
Digital.
What's that?
Cutting out a
You
bit,
just
boy.
went all digital.
Okay. Let me see. It's really okay. So, I'll go back up. So, upon meeting Hersam, he almost immediately changed their ratfolk friend Esnos into a full tiefling, which was quite surprising. He smiled and he said he needed their help pulling one of the greatest pranks of all time on the Unseelie and Unseelie courts at the same time. He made sure that this offer was completely optional, even offering them a portal back to the city of Kern, which they left previously. And they slowly began to eat their food and think about what all was on the table. And Esnos was quickly scooped up by Zephyr and taken back into a chamber to speak with him. Meanwhile, talks continued between Hersam and the rest of the party, and they all decided that they would officially decide in the morning, but they knew that the first task, if they were to help with this, would be to hunt down the legendary Key Rin. And I'll go ahead and leave you guys right as you guys have just finished up dinner. Hersam's still sitting there. He started to pull out his viol that has been floating around and playing itself. He just gently floats over to him, he grabs it, and he starts playing it with his own hands. And kind of going into like, almost looks like he's going into a little bit of a trance.
I mean, yeah, Hey, Bloodscale, do you think we should talk about, all these offers and crazy deals being presented to us somewhere else?
Yeah, so that weird tree room, I guess, that popped up.
You guys make
You're not
your
gonna be
way-
listening to us, are you?
Only if I will allow you privacy if you wish. He kind of
That'd be
leans back.
great. Now that we're gonna talk shit.
I'm sure there'll be a little bit of that, knowing you.
Oh, I mean, yeah, a little bit. Thank you.
Say it to your face, though.
Oh, I have no doubts. and as he's playing, you hear just this growing sound as you take your steps forward, and as you step into the arch of the tree, you're suddenly in a hallway with stairs that goes forward and then stairs that wind upwards, and everything is a weird, intricate mix of growing roots and then gold interwoven. There are glowbugs flying around that seem to be plenty enough to light the place, some brighter than others, some phasing in different colors as you walk. As you walk up the stairs, you hear another growing noise as you see a doorway finish opening up, and then you guys make your way into that room. And as you enter, you go to close the door, and you grab the handle, and as you close the door, you see the edges grow shut. The doorknob's still visible to you, but as it does, all of the sounds of the outside forest are instantly cut. You just hear a light music.
I'm gonna try the doorknob. See if we
Is it-
just got locked in here.
You grab it, and instantly it reshapes itself, and you can.
And I open it
So-
and I shut it.
And
And I open it and I shut it. And I open it and I shut it. And I open it and I shut
Sorry,
it.
are we all
Hold
in
on.
here, or is this just Bloodscale and?
Did you? You can go with them if you wanted to.
But
That wasn't pinning everybody.
okay, then I'll
Other
help
than
in there, too.
Zephyr, because she's making out with Mesnos.
No, I went to see if Mesnos was Mesnos.
Yeah, she's making out with Mazos.
Jesus.
So gross.
Anyway,
Do you think they have forked tongues?
Oh my
I
god.
don't know.
their tongues
Probably.
are
That's probably why
scissoring?
she didn't
That's
do
too
it
much for
as
me.
a-
Oh,
Oh,
I did it to myself.
gross.
Anyway, to your guys' in-character conversation.
Do you think they're making out in there?
It's definitely making out in there. Now that that long nose is out of the way, she's like, wow.
Do you think
Whoa.
they're forked
Whoa.
tongues? I'm just kidding.
They're probably scissoring forked tongues.
Oh, that's disgusting. You've done this
Someone
to
had to
yourself.
say it.
All right, all right, all
I'll
right.
believe you've
So
done this.
let's. Moving on. This is weird.
Yes, a lot of too good to be true moments. Also, when we killed that bird, his shadow gave me a memory, and some tall elf fuck was telling him to go. I wrote down exact wording. Slow them down.
Was it the tall elf fuck we killed?
No, this was someone else. It was he was very regal looking, pretty attractive. I don't swing that way, but I could definitely see why other people would. He had bright green robes. He looked concerned, and he told the crow to slow them down. Which is pretty fucked up if you're gonna go send a crow to die. To slow something down.
Alright. So, to slow us down? Specifically, or someone else, do you think?
I don't know. I get these visions like I was the crow because it's his
Ah.
shadow.
Alright, so no, he didn't communicate any sort of like target that you could pull from that, right?
No, just said slow them down, but I mean he attacked us as soon as we started crossing that bridge.
That's
Slowed us
true.
down for like a good 18 seconds.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. I don't know. So I don't even remember. This is all so confusing. Like I apparently have a cursed or blessed great grandfather, depending on how you look at it, or something
Great
like that.
great grandfather, right?
I-
5 times great.
I don't know. I'm just sticking with great. So that's a thing, and then so what? So we're supposed to help this guy out because a billion years ago, someone in my family was involved. I don't know. What do you guys think? You guys,
I mean he gave you a dragon.
he has a dragon spying on me. No offense, Faf. I believe that my greater charms have won out and won you over, but it still remains.
I didn't know. It says in Draconic. I don't know. I
You-
didn't.
How do you
No.
not know
I didn't know. He didn't tell
about?
me.
He didn't tell you that you were watching me.
No, he just told me that he had a way out of the Feywild for me.
See that? He uses people. That's not a good look, not in my book.
Or he saved him.
Do you feel saved, Faf, or used?
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Exactly.
Mostly saved.
So in either case,
Mostly saved. Mostly
Yeah,
saved is good.
in either case, we need to just not altruistic, right? Like he's not here to help us. We're here to help him.
Oh no, we need to get rewarded for whatever the hell we do.
Absolutely.
Lots
Like,
of
no one
platinum.
is saying do this for free. No one.
No, of course. I'm just saying. Do you think? I mean, you don't think he'll like squelch on us or anything? Like he'll leave us high and dry?
If he does, I'll kill him.
That ain't. Well, I guess that's one option.
I mean he did give us the chance to leave.
That's true.
But like,
We could probably go out there and be like,
poked
hey,
my
we're
head
gonna
through
bounce.
there, and it worked fine.
oh no, that's
Yeah.
why we're
Shut up.
talking now. So what does he want from us exactly? Like I don't
I don't know.
understand.
Well, if I remember right, we
It's
have
like
to the
your
conversation
family.
that I had 15 minutes ago. We have to hunt a Kirin, which is like a golden celestial horse thing. I think, as I heard someone describe it. And
Which sounds like a
then-
giant pain in the ass.
Right,
Yeah.
but I don't think we're killing it. I need to figure that out. It sounds cool, and I'd rather not kill it if we don't have to.
Absolutely.
But we're just gonna bring it to the games and be like, oh yeah, that thing that you guys were gonna start off with in 10 minutes, we already did it because we're awesome and sweet prank.
I do like pranks. I'm a big fan of pranks.
What about
Ah.
pranks in the Feywild?
It's in your blood.
That's
Because we're basically
Good job,
pranking the
Pav. Proud of
Feywild.
the fuck does that mean?
I don't know. It's just trying to...
It means it's obvious what it means. You have your magic because of this fucking chode. So yeah,
That doesn't
pranks
mean
are in
shit
your
about.
fucking.
That doesn't mean anything about my blood. I don't care what this. I got
Right,
my
pranks are in
blood
your
from
magic.
my family. That's fine. I'm not even sure where magic comes from.
Dude,
Hope
he's
it's
a
not
tiny
blood
little
magic.
guy. You gotta.
Well,
he's just trying to be like clever and
he's
turn a phrase. You don't gotta be mad at him.
Fine. He's fine. I'm just making sure. I don't know what he knows. I'm not from here. He's from here. I have to make
don't
sure
think-
that it's a joke and not just some shit I'm supposed to pay attention to.
Well, actually,
The
it
Feywild
was-
make me crazy.
I think it was both.
It was both. It's informative and a joke. It was-
You see, that's why I'd like to clarify. Crying out loud.
What are we clarifying?
You're good. I'm just
I'm
trying
go-
to figure
I'm
out
going
what's
to,
going
like-
on.
I'm going to
I
like
don't speak
wave
Draconic, guys.
Faf
I'm feeling
towards
like
me
left out here.
at this point.
Baph kind of wafts over.
The fuck is this? I'm not fucking suspicious of you, man. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on.
I know. He just wanted me to come over here. And he just
Yeah.
floats
Alright.
back towards you, and then he floats back the other way.
Just being nice, dude.
Hello.
I understand you're getting like your entire life dropped on you, and it's all weird now. I've
Right.
been there, literally.
Super weird.
You were there, you know.
It was like 3 weeks
Uh-huh.
ago, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, not that long
Back
ago.
before we killed a king. Twice.
Well,
Twice?
once.
Once.
Then we put him in a robot.
That's right. We put him in a robot, and then we made him an indentured servant to the people.
Which really should be his job anyway, if we're being honest. Alright, so what you guys
alright.
want to do?
Well,
Your show, man.
this is kind of the safest
weird.
place we've found so far, at least.
Alright, I mean, we could go home. That's the thing. We could go home right now if you want. Or we can do this. Yeah.
I think we need everybody to make a vote.
I would
Ready?
like, if we do decide to vote to bounce, which I'm totally cool with, I would like to spend some time and collect some other cool stuff here, because I want more of these feathers, because I feel like I can build some cool shit.
Can you do it without getting one of us kidnapped again?
That's a
No.
hard maybe.
Asking the hard question.
But if we do it right, maybe it could be Mesnos.
He just got a cool new body. Leave that boy out of this.
I know. I'm just saying, like, he could test it out.
Are you saying we're guaranteed
In
to
other
get
ways,
kidnapped
because
if we
him and
help you
Zephyr are
out?
testing it out right now.
All right. But I got a better idea.
Hmm.
I got some that you could do. I will tell you about it in private.
Okay. Also, I need to borrow the bag of holding.
I will tell you about it in private.
Okay, I vote to do the mission. That's one for the mission. Can I
Don't
get
we
a
need-
second?
Don't we need Zephyr and Mesnos here? Isn't it?
Well,
the
of
dick move
course,
to
we're
vote?
gonna get their votes too. I'm just getting mine out there.
Oh, hold on. I'm gonna
Well,
try
Rick,
something.
you're not it. She's
I'm gonna
something.
I'm gonna pull up my drow ear. And Zephyr, can you hear me?
Yeah, 1 second.
We're voting
Actually,
on whether to
she-
stay or not.
She cannot hear you. You have complete and
Okay.
total silence.
We asked for privacy.
I'm gonna step out for a second. And I'm gonna open the door and open and shut and open and shut and open and shut and open. And hey Zephyr, Mesnos, when you guys are done
Make it out. They're making
Celebrating.
out.
making out, can you come over here so we can vote whether we want to bounce on this fool or stay? I realize I just said that where he could probably hear me, but you know, just a heads up. We're in the tree to the left of the table, down the hall, with the weird door. Over.
Uza, I love you. But I
Thanks.
may murder
I get that a lot.
shortly.
Need what?
I'm
Sorry, it cut
done.
out.
Yeah, you were cutting out.
I said, I love you, but I may murder you. We'll be out shortly. I'm almost done. I'm finishing up.
Yeah. Guys, she's really close to her. 5 minutes. She'll. Yeah.
Okay, if we do a quick cutscene, I just
Yeah.
basically ask him, it's,
So,
show me the book. Show me the book.
and you see it's on his hip. He just grabs the book and he pulls it up.
And I
Seems
flip
really-
through it and I make sure it's the book.
And he doesn't even resist as you kind of pop it out and you start. It has the same title. It looks everything looks exactly the same. The characters are a little bit hard, are still hard to read and hard to stay on the page with the way that they've been written and bound to the book magically. But
they don't look changed at
they
all.
look
or...
exactly the same. Make an investigation check just to make as you're trying to look for any and all things.
Okay, well now I gotta pull her up. Investigation. Like I can tell the difference.
That didn't pop up for me. What did you get?
Hang on. 6.
Woohoo! All right, so
Ooh,
yeah,
that
no, it
took
looks
a minute.
exactly the same. In fact, it looks. You're looking it over. It's the same size. Everything is exactly the exact same way as it was before.
Okay. I said, and then I look up at her. I'm like, "Why did Menelaus kill Chiron?" Short answer will suffice, but
Debt to take over the kingdom. So,
Oh,
a little more specific.
well, just want to make sure I get this absolutely. You.
classic.
Thank you again for joining our stream today. This is the Dawnforged company. We meet every Tuesday, and that's it.
It's under Mesnos's, I think.
Oh, okay. That's why I can't find it. I was like, I know I wrote this down.
Yeah, because you did the legwork for that one.
Menelaus bought Chiron's debt and killed him. Chance to pay it, claiming it's over. He took you also as part of his payment. Sent me
Okay.
before then to try to retrieve you. Find, well, adventurers to come and free you from. It's too late. That's why.
Why was Chiron in debt?
I was trying to find. Took out a loan to give me the money to pay adventurers to come and save you.
Okay.
My fault.
Okay. You got it. Alright. Alright. Can you even still change into your true form, or is this it now?
Try. Then you see, he looks down and he closes his eyes, and you see he unconsciously reaches for the book, and as he holds the book in front of him, you see the book and his arms grow in length as he overall starts to lengthen. His purple robes, lengthen and fray as the hood comes over the top of his horns, and you see once again he takes on his demon form, spikes coming out of the back of him. Looks up. I seem to be able to still do this.
I set a hand on his shoulder. I'm like, this is who you are, and this is the person I know.
This is who I was. I will try to maintain this person. I cannot make a guarantee.
You don't have to maintain anything for me. I'm just saying, like,
As he
your
lets
form doesn't matter. Fuck this. Okay, we need to go talk to the crew. And I handed back one of the ears, and
Very
I'm
well.
like,
He he drops his true form, shakes his head.
I just want you to be yourself, okay? Just don't forget who you are. That
Promise to do my best. I will promise always to true to myself.
it creeps me out. Some fucking fey dude going, "We're gonna give you everything you want," and I thought you could have been a fucking doppelganger. Like,
I grew
you know
2
how
feet
this
today.
shit goes in hell.
I grew 2 feet today. You do not have to explain how strange it is.
That shit happens in hell all the time, and then it's a fucking doppelganger or a changeling. They do that shit in the Feywild. They do it in hell all the time. Like, it was weird. Okay, let's go. You're you. We're good. You want some whiskey? I hand him some
much.
whiskey.
You see, as you say you want some whiskey, you would go to hand
And
it.
I'm
He's already
inside
holding out.
check.
He's already holding out his flask to you. Go ahead and make your insight check. And he kind of smiles, and you notice it's kind of weird to see him not have a smile that's on a more human face. It's nice. And so
Okay, I'm making sure he's like with the whiskey. He's
Oh, yeah.
like down with the whiskey thing.
he was already trying to hand you his flask, and then so he unscrews the top.
Cool,
and
we
then
switch it. Okay.
You guys
We
trade
both take a
flasks,
swig.
and then trade him back.
Okay.
Alcoholics.
We're alcoholics, and then we go into the room with them.
Alcoholics. So you guys hear a knock at the door, but Zephyr, as you knock, you don't hear it make any sound.
Okay, so I just try for the door then. I just try to open it.
It's locked. You guys do hear a knock on the inside.
The hell?
Very
Hello?
I open the door for him.
opens. You see the
Hello!
Didn't make any noise.
Oh, don't worry, we heard it on the inside. It's like
Oh.
crazy soundproof in here.
Okay, this is weird. He's him.
strange.
It's him.
You're
I
you.
just- Yeah,
Huh?
it's him.
Alright,
Yeah.
cool.
that-
That's good.
I
'Cause
have to
I'm-
be sure. You know, like it
Ah, I
could have
think
been
that's-
replaced with something weird. You never know.
stranger things have happened, that's for sure. I mean,
Right?
every freaking day around here. So, we're deciding whether or not we want to go catch a big old, like, lightning unicorn thing.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, basically, this King of Fools guy, he's decided that there's like this big party, and they're all gonna go catch this big, like unicorn thing. But he
Well,
wants
we
us
heard
to
it.
basically show up at the party with it to throw everyone off. Like, oh, we already did it.
Well, we heard that part.
Yeah, no, just that's it. You guys want to do that, or do you want to go back home?
I'm down. I mean, are we getting paid?
We better be getting paid. As long as
I
we're
mean,
getting
don't-
paid, I'm
Asking
doing
the
it.
important question.
Did say they
And I mean, we don't have to kill anything, right? We don't have to kill the.
We're in the
unicorn, right?
Feywild. We're gonna have to kill a bunch of fuck.
I don't want to kill the unicorn thing.
Oh no, we don't gotta kill that.
Now that seems like a bad look.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we'll tell him we'll do it, but we're not gonna kill any fucking unicorns. And yeah. Any
And
other
we need reward.
stipulations? Of course. Yeah. We'll get paid. Make sure we get paid well. Is there anything? I don't know.
I
Any
just
other
wanna respect
conditions?
the
Anything
nature
else
of
we should
things.
respect the nature of things? I don't know about that here, but we'll try.
As much as I can.
All right. So I guess we'll go tell him then.
Okay.
Anyone else? That work for everyone? We're good.
Yeah, that's fine. Also, this is my room now.
This is your room now.
I'm calling it.
Alright, well you take that up with him. Oh, nope, hold on, we got a little wait in the chat from Mike. I think maybe his voice has gone out.
Oh, maybe. Sorry. Maybe I'm.
We got you,
glowing
bud,
at him.
don't worry.
Maybe I'm secretly uttering some sort of curse.
Ooh, caps, that looks good. Oh no. Nothing better than accidental
Maybe I'm
caps.
still.
Could you say that a little louder?
Maybe?
Oh man. So I'll go.
you.
Maybe I'm teaching him a lesson.
Hello?
Hey, he's the man.
Okay, I was getting a little worried that you guys were ignoring me during all of that.
No, we're definitely
No, we would never do that, Mike.
I was like, wow, okay, I get it. I made one too many they're having sex jokes.
You did make one. They're
Anyways.
having sex joke.
I made
They're
made
fucking-
several more when they came in where I was clearly not coming across.
Oh,
That's fair.
There was like,
Well,
oh, it's a silent in here, so you guys should have done it in here. It was a whole thing. You had to be there. Anyways,
Looks like
Oh,
the
well.
universe
Everything.
conspired to
happen.
keep you from making that joke.
got retconned.
Now.
we'll just
So-
say I secretly hexed you to keep you quiet.
Hey,
He did
canon.
give us the option to. He did make Zephyr. He did give us a portal to leave after you left. Seemed pretty real.
No, I
stuck his
remember
head through.
that portal. Didn't we stick our head through together, or was I?
I shot,
think you were
I shot
gone for
through
that.
it.
Was I already gone?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
but I shot through it. It was real.
It was legit.
And then, are we asking for coin or magic stuff?
see, my vote's always magic stuff. Like, we've got money, we can get money anywhere, but we're in the fucking Feywild, man. They're gonna have some crazy stuff
My
here,
vote. My vote is
Say money.
for rewards that we choose.
Magic.
Mm.
right? I don't. How do we do that though? Like, do we have to?
Upon completion. And then
Alright,
right,
let's-
Mesnos.
Powerful magic
what-
items. Yeah, I'm down.
But what if he's like, you have a choice between this squirrel carcass and this half-eaten sandwich?
You have a choice between this axe or my fucking teeth.
Well, he seems
Alright.
pretty good at figuring out what we like.
Well, let's go negotiate. We'll see what he's got. Maybe this will be solved by him offering us some cool stuff.
What if we do that in the morning when we've slept? That way, if he's a shit, we can kill him.
Whoa.
Pretty sure that like he'll just end us or teleport us out. Like, I don't know. It doesn't really seem like we would be a bother to him, if I'm being honest. If he can just give me my magic, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be useless. So like,
Yeah, so let's not.
and either we trust him or we don't at this point, right?
I
We
mean,
either gonna
my
trust
axe
him enough to
kinda-
do this, or
My axe kind of absorbs magic, so I'm not sure about that one.
You know what?
So
I
when
thought-
when I
let's
try to
not
act all tough and say let's kill him, you guys are all like, "Whoa, pump the brakes, little guy!" But Bloodscale over here does it, and everybody's like, "Yeah, fuck yeah, dragon dude! What the
didn't
shit?"
I
Well-
just say no?
Well,
Racism.
also, Uza, I can take a lot more hits than you can.
Yeah, but I got my little stabby things.
See, this is what I'm at. Do we
Your
And I
bows
go
trust
are
him?
full
all up.
hibachi grill.
Do
Okay,
we
look.
trust him or not? Because that's where we need to really land here. Like, if
No.
we trust him,
I-
I'm gonna trust him, and if
Let's
we're
just
not,
let's
then we should
negotiate and figure it out. Let's just go.
Alright, let's do
I
it.
trust him enough to do the task.
Let's work on a mutual level of distrust.
Alright, all those work for negotiations, so let's do it.
All right.
And
should
then,
we negotiate
I
in the
start
morning?
marching towards the
Nope, we're going
back
now.
to the main chamber.
Perfect. All right, so you guys, the door opens and you guys head your way down. Go down the
Nicole,
stairs.
what did
out to
he
the front.
give everybody, by the way? What did his room give everybody, by the way?
I ain't
Well,
good
that-
shit.
That room was just a quiet space to speak, because that was what was correct.
No, like when we first got there, like he gave everybody a gift or whatever.
Yeah,
Not
well,
everybody.
some of them weren't so obvious as well. So just chill.
Not everybody got. I don't think I got something.
I
Soothe
didn't
your
get
baps.
anything I'm aware of.
Couldn't remember. That's I just
Soothe
forgot
your
that.
baps.
He did compliment everybody.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah, you were the
Okay.
only one who got a gift, Zephyr.
No, that was Mesnos who got a gift.
Form of a new
Yeah.
boy.
Oh, well, okay. You were the only ones who got a gift.
I
Bezos
was
got his
happy
from
with
High
him
Sam,
staying a
and you
rat
got
man,
his
okay?
yours from.
All right,
Bezos.
bitter everybody, let's go.
I thought we were
You
wild.
guys, you guys make your way outside. Once again, joined by the sounds of the forest around. He's still just kind of sitting in the same spot, playing his viol. He doesn't even seem to notice you as you guys enter. Just playing around.
Alright,
Nobody notices me when I enter.
we've decided to help you out. Well, we've
Excellent.
decided to entertain the idea of helping you out. We just wanted to clarify some things before we agree to anything. If that's
Of
all right.
course.
Number one thing, I think that the biggest sticking point, oddly enough, is payment.
Payment. Yes.
Yeah, we definitely have decided we can get gold anywhere.
Yes, you can.
What can you offer us that maybe only the Feywild or only you could reward us with?
Oh, no, do this one task for me, and from there you. So I'd say for this one simple task of finding the key ring, I will present you with something fantastic, of course. I'd have some things to choose from, but get into specifics later. If you continue to help during the event, then I could make even you a little more charming, more wise. And he just starts pointing down at each one of you at your primary when he mentions your primary strat. You're a little more wise, you more dexterous, and he just keeps going. Something small
down.
like that.
I'm down.
What? No, hold on. What do you
Also,
have
I know
planned
what
after?
happens. I'm down.
What do you have planned once the games begin?
Oh, well, like I said, I'll introduce us as the Court of Fools, and we'll be competing in every event.
What are the events?
The events usually are as follows. So there's going to be a riddle contest.
Nope,
Nope.
Right?
not it.
Oh.
Don't
Was
worry,
that an
only
intelligence-based thing? Because that might be hard for this party.
usually it's more of a wisdom-based thing.
I'm just
Oh,
talking about
crap.
scores. We're like, what's that? A dump stat? No, I'm just kidding.
Fucking
Shade.
That's not shade. That's facts. Alright, so
Oh,
a
got a
riddle
negative one
contest?
somewhere.
Is it making riddles or solving riddles?
both.
Alright, well, what else you
Alright,
got?
alright.
We do. Oh, do we have to win, or just compete?
Just compete. If you win, better. But there'll be the riddle contest, a wizard's duel, open to any spellcaster. There'll be a test of strength. There'll be a hunt, which is a two-person event, where two of you try to find the other two and expose them or take them down before they have the chance to do the same to you. There'll be a
Dibs.
meal that you can create, a dance, and then afterwards, the second day is everyone else's but my favorite day. It is a day of melee, where you and all of the other contestants will all fight each other.
How melee is this melee?
Yeah, I was gonna ask, is this like a punching things melee? Because I don't.
Oh no,
that's
no,
me.
no, no! You just basically all try to kill each other while they all try to kill you. But don't worry, you're not actually allowed to die there. It is all in good
We're not
fun.
allowed.
And he,
Yes.
Alright, so you've whipped
I know
the
at least
party
one
into a
orc
frenzy.
lady that'd be happy about that.
I bet she would.
Oh god, he knows. He knows.
Alright,
He knows a
okay.
lot of things. Just chill.
Alright.
I have two questions, if I may be so bold.
Only two. You're not even up to your normal pa. What is it?
Well, I mean, I have a lot more, but the group's been kind of like on me lately about
That's-
too many questions.
More than fair. And then he
one-
whispers, "You can always ask me more."
Sweet, I will. The key Rin, good
Yes.
sir. Are
Yes.
we required to capture or kill?
Any way you can acquire it. I prefer
We're not really
alive,
down for the killing.
but that is what I like to hear. Then alive
Cool.
is best.
And then question 2, do you happen to know someone, very regal-looking elf fellow in green robes, bright green robes, pretty attractive,
Kind of a dick.
kind of a dick, maybe hangs out with a crow?
You could
Yes.
definitely see Uza being
A dead
attracted
crow.
to him.
A dead crow.
Yeah,
sound,
so-
A now dead crow.
you
this-
sound like you're describing Oberon.
I don't know, so I have this knife and I whip out Shadow Drinker.
Very
so when I kill
nice.
people, I get to see their memories,
Yes.
which is weird, but also really cool. And we
Very
killed the
cool.
crow, and it showed me the elf saying, "Slow them down." Very concerned. Are people like already moving? Like, are the
Oh,
people
this-
that you're pranking using us already aware of us trying to prank them?
It's entirely possible they're aware you're here. There's no way they could absolutely know why you're here. You didn't even know yourself at that point.
That's fair.
I have a question.
Of course.
Can that be my room?
Yes.
Yes.
Double bunk.
It's gonna get weird, but you'd be the
You
one
know
that I would
me.
allow.
I'm always down for the weird.
What the
It's, gonna be a
hell
bit-
is
it's
going
not
on?
going to be as weird as Mesnos and Zephyr over there, but it's going to be.
Oh
weird.
no, I wouldn't be down for that kind of weird. I'm talking like
What?
beholder weird.
What?
What?
What? Scissoring tongues?
What?
What?
I'm having a wonderful time now that you're all
I
here.
move over and I'm like gonna.
I'm gonna
stomp
do
on
my
Uza's talon.
I'm going to get in the way. I'm
Before-
the one who said shit.
Before she does that, I want to try
Stomp
to
on
use
your talon.
mimicry.
You can
I
try
want
to
to try
do
and
it.
use mimicry to
Are
create
you
the
on-
sound of two tongue, just the make out sound.
Make a performance check.
I am going to beat you senseless.
Hold on, I gotta
I'm
pull up my
using
character sheet.
thaumaturgy to shut him up.
Oh, and you
Well,
have
that's too bad,
advantage.
'cause I'm using thaumaturgy to make this louder.
And you have advantage because you're
Wha-
technically using mimicry, so performance check at
Oh.
advantage.
Yes, sir. Oh, come on, roll 20, be faster.
Everything is a
Performance.
JoJo's reference.
Leg. About 20 decibels higher than it should be. It is pretty gross. Yeah. It sounds pretty realistic. And like part of you just want to like kind of put your hands over your ears because it feels like it's getting inside of your brain. It's so bad.
I cast Enthrall on Uza.
I'm like, I don't know what the hell is
You
going
gotta
on with
save?
him.
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving.
Oh,
16.
I think I'm not good at those. No.
And so all of a sudden you're like, oh, what is that? Visera just seems to be saying, seems very just, you're like, oh, hi.
Alright,
Right.
so we're embarrassing
Joke reach.
ourselves in front of our guests, aren't we, Uza?
I apologize. You're right.
How is this
Joke did
different
reach
than
its
every other
climax.
day?
We'll just we'll do this later when we're all hunting a unicorn. That's when we'll
Okay.
make fun of Zephyr.
Got it. Sure thing, pal.
Alright, I'm gonna break the spell out now, okay? I don't
What
like
spell?
I put Enthrall on you. I'm sorry, I had to do it.
You have very
Alright,
nice eyes. Has anyone ever told you that?
all the time. Here you go. Alright, 3, 2, 1, welcome back. And then I break the spell.
Ah, why are you staring at me so intensely?
Like he remembers that, right?
Yeah, you
I'm
remember everything.
uncomfortable.
So you just,
I'm
you just,
so uncomfortable.
Me too. That's why I had to stop the mouth noises.
Oh, that's fair. Pretty impressive with a beak, though, right?
All right, guys,
It was.
stop.
So we need to
Back
sleep
on
for.
track.
We need to sleep for tonight. So you guys have rooms already picked out. It sounds like.
How-
And then
You
Get
said it was a
started
week
first thing,
until the
or-
event.
that is
Until
correct.
we had to do this.
And is this like normal time week? Like, will we experience it like a week here, or is it gonna like zip by in Fey time?
It'll be a week to you.
How's it gonna be where we came from?
That's
It'll be a
good
week
question.
then, if we get it right. I'll see what I can do to put you back as close to the time you left as possible.
Alright, what's the worst case though? What's the worst
Oh,
case? If we
worst
fuck this
case
up?
scenario, you leave 100 years from when you left.
Well,
Yeah,
let's
see,
not
that's-
do that.
That's gonna be a problem for me.
Yes.
It's gonna be a problem for a
that's-
lot of us
Yeah.
in the
Remember,
world.
My help can greatly reduce the margin of error.
It better. Is
Good
that be really
news.
bad?
Alright, so how can we like how do you do like, you know, honor and going by your word? Like what sort of oath can we get from you that you'll fulfill your part of our bargain?
Well, you're unallowed to lie. You're kept to every single word in the Feywild. Is there some sort of phrasing I haven't given yet that would satisfy?
Pinky promise.
Yeah, pinky promise with blood scale.
He reaches out his pinky to Bloodscale.
Pinky promise.
And
Fucking pinky promise.
Bloodscale,
He's
as you entertain pinkies with him, you feel like you can feel the magic flowing through your finger just from touching an entity that is so magical. And for a second, you find yourself like looking up, and all of you see Bloodscale for a second. His eyes get all big, and he looks at us, and he's like, "None of that," and he breaks the almost instant charm that was over Bloodscale. Sorry,
I vomit.
you got.
Oh,
As you vomit, the vomit's clean before it hits the ground. I have that effect.
Don't do that ever again.
I didn't do it on purpose. Don't
Don't
worry.
do that ever. Don't Never again. I swear I will find a way to bring 3 very pissed off dragons in here if that ever happens again.
Of course.
Alright, he said it was an accident. No one's trying to get you.
I just don't like that type of shit.
Don't worry.
He's a
The-
fake man. It happens, right?
His threats are only when he's uncomfortable. He's very uncomfortable.
Very!
Fair. That's fair. Alright, so what? We'll crash out, reconvene in the morning. For what? Bacon, coffee, regular.
We'll be ready when
I'm
you're
down for
ready.
coffee. Coffee.
Okay. If I could be pointed towards a room where I should sleep, I
Oops.
will.
Grab any knot you see upstairs that looks like a doorknob, open it, and it should be perfectly ready for it.
That is widely convenient, that's for sure.
Alright, come on, Uza. I guess we're double bunking.
Double bunking!
And I head upstairs to a room for a nice
I'm
long
walking
rest, because I have 3 level 1 spell slots left. That's it. I
gonna-
use my
I'm gonna
last level
whisper-
2 to enthrall Uza.
I'm gonna whisper as we leave to Zephyr. Actually, no. I'm gonna make sure that I'm quite a distance away from Zephyr before I said.
No,
"Now,
I'm
Zephyr, you
actually
two-
walking
you-
towards Uza, so he's not gonna be able to do that.
She is
And I'm
right
gonna
up on
pull
you,
him
buddy.
aside,
Ah,
and I'm gonna
If
be
you
like,
had an
"So,
ear, she would grab you by it.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm gonna pull him aside for a second and be like, Uza, you don't need to finish that stuff I asked you to do anymore.
you don't. I mean, I was gonna do.
I don't want it.
Oh.
Yeah, friends don't do that. So, yeah, I don't need it.
I mean, friends don't do that.
Ooh.
I told you something personal, and I asked you not to say anything.
Zephyr, it was a joke. It wasn't meant to be. Like, it was a running joke in the group. I didn't tell anyone anything.
Yeah, I asked you in confidence. I don't do stuff like that. Like, you think that's easy for me to say things like that? Like, to talk to people? To interact with anybody? Do you know where I spent the first part of my life? Do you even have any clue?
I don't. But
I was in hell. Literally. I had a devil making my life worse than the hell I was already in. Like, imagine literal hell, and imagine it 10 times worse than that. And then you might have an inkling as to what it might have been like. I didn't have my wings because he almost ripped them off of me.
Zephyr,
I told you
I'm sorry.
something personal.
I didn't tell them
No.
anything. It was a joke that was running
joke?
around.
Yeah, the
I
joke.
also made the
Now,
joke that
I
me and
am a
Bloodscale
part
were
of-
going to be doing weird things in the soundproof room.
A joke that I'm now a part of. That's that I didn't
What friends
want to be a
do,
part-
Zephyr. They joke.
Yeah, that's a joke I didn't want to be a part of. So yeah, I don't need to finish that. I don't want to. So have a good night. And then I peace out.
She walks away.
Did I hear any of that because I was not that far away?
Make a perception check.
Find my
I'm assuming
normal
we would have been
character
whispering.
sheet.
Oh yeah.
Yes, yeah, that's why he has to make a perception.
Should we roll? Should we roll stealth?
Don't worry, I've got a pretty good DC on it.
Okay.
Nope, didn't hear shit.
Not a damn thing.
Just dooping in my own little world over here.
Oh yeah.
I didn't want to do it, but I had to. I'm like, ooh.
That's fair.
That was more in line with the character thing. I'm like, God, I want to run with the jokey thing, but I'm like, that's not how her character would do this.
You're good. I mean, Uza doesn't understand that jokes can hurt people's feelings yet. 8.
This is how you learn. All right, so
Yep.
yeah, so,
Shit.
as you're going up to your own room, Zephyr, Mesnos, he kind of stays back, and then he follows up shortly, but then he kind of like not. You hear him, like a light knock on your door.
Come in.
He opens the door and he doesn't come in, and he just kind of stands there. He's like,
I'm drinking heavily.
Yeah.
he kind of smiles. He's like, now that I'm not a fat person, should I still kind of?
You're still you. I mean,
And as you welcome into the room, as soon as he steps in, another bed kind of grows out of the wall. Thank you. I don't know what to do with. He kind of goes over and he lays down, and you see he stretches out. The first as he stretches out, you realize he's pretty tall, especially compared to what he used to be. And
are you taller than me now?
You see, as he stretches out, he does have wings back there, and he stretches out, and the wings kind of stretch out, but they're not like your wings. They are kind of more bat-like and more demon-looking than your wings. And he looks up. I don't know. I hadn't thought of it. Kind of as he stands up again, he's like, I suppose I am a little taller. That's weird. He kind of like hunches down. That's better.
That's not fair.
This
Oh
is
man,
fair.
you got bat wings. Bat wings are cool. I always wanted bat wings like my dad.
That wings.
I don't know how I got feather wings. I mean, if I only had my dad's genes to go out of, you'd think I'd get bat wings.
Apparently, your mother had something to do. And
She was an elf, though.
no,
Like,
so didn't.
I just, like, take a long swig, and I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. He just gets silly. That's all.
Treat him like he was being silly. I understand why. Don't forget. Yeah. And then he kind of like then he leans back in his bed and he pulls like the covers up. Oh, this is much more comfortable. And he kind of like and like you see as you look over to say something else, he's already asleep. And you notice there's an empty flask in his hand.
You're so awkward. Oh my god. The fuck am I gonna do?
And anybody else want to do anything before what skills?
Booza!
Yeah.
Stop open.
Hey.
I have a job for you.
Yeah.
You're gonna like it. You're gonna like it a lot.
Okay.
It
I
does.
need someone to trust me. Let's do
You're
this. What are we doing?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be big. I'm gonna trust you more than anyone's ever trusted you.
Okay. Just hold on. I gotta. Don't fuck up this time. Okay. Let's do this.
And I hand him the bag pulled.
Oh, thanks.
This is,
I just
this
need
is
to-
the job. This is the
Okay.
job. This is part of
Alright.
the job.
Part of the job.
I need you to
Uh-huh.
tell me everything that's in this bag.
Everything
Need
that's
you?
in.
To make
Uh-huh.
a nice list of all the things that are in this bag. And I need you to do it without stealing anything. Without borrowing anything. Everything goes back in the bag.
All right. Okay.
But if you turn the bag inside out, all the shit pops out.
Right.
So it makes it easy. And then you can just fold it back right and then push it back in.
Okay. Easy
No,
enough.
but I need two things out of there first.
Okay.
And I grab the chunk of the fucking dude, spore dude. I grab my
Okay.
fucking potion.
So you see him grab a chunk of thigh meat from what you recognize as the spore dude that has fought, and then you see he grabs a potion as well.
Gross. You're not
I
gonna
don't
put
know.
that in there, are you?
I don't know how this is gonna work.
Okay.
But I'm trusting you with mission number 2.
Which is
You're the only one that gets to know about this.
I'm not doing so hot on the streak of being the only person knowing about things right now.
I'm still giving you a shot.
Thank you.
And then I'm gonna go to wherever my bed is, just sit on it, and just start eating and chugging.
All right, so
Oh.
you see blood scale. You see like kind of.
Oh God! Oh, it unhinged. It's John Hinged.
I need both of you to make Constitution saving throws.
To be fair, hold on. Bloodscale eats it in the normal fashion that he eats things that he's
Oh,
not
yeah,
sure
just-
about, where he encases it in ice and is breaking off chunks.
Yep.
So it's slightly less disturbing.
All right, I'll let you make it look at advantage, because since you're encasing it in ice first. All right, Uza, you see as you're doing this, Uza just, and you see him like clearly swallow like a bit of throw up, and then you see him, and then you take another bite, and he's like, and like Uza, you just like a panic. You go to you look at the table, all of a sudden there's a vase there, and you grab the vase and you throw up inside of it, and you're like, and then you look in, and the vase is empty, and you're like,
Oh, that's nice. What was that? Why are you eating people?
Not answering, just finishing.
Alright, so you see as blood scale finishes, just and then like blood scale, you just see blood scale finish, and he kind of like,
I'm sorry, I'm a little unsure. What the fuck just happened?
oh, I'm
I'll
about to
explain
say-
it in a second.
So and then as he finishes, he's sitting on the bed, and he looks over to you, Adusa, and he looks like he's about to reply, and then all of a sudden you see his eyes glow a violent green, and then you see his eyes just flutter shut, and then he falls backwards onto his head,
Ooh.
and he's dead asleep. You just hear.
But yeah, they're snoring like a motherfucker though.
Okay. Okay. Can I do a medicine check to make sure he's not dying other
Sure.
than the snoring?
Medicine check.
Okay. Medicine.
Seems to be breathing. Like there's no. He has a pulse. Everything seems fine. Kind of reminds you of when Zephyr took the sleeping potion.
Okay. Well. Cool. Just dump out the bag of holding and turn it inside out.
And as you do,
Yeah,
everything
sure, whatever.
scatters everywhere. And let's see what is. God, hold on one second. I gotta see if there's anything that's gonna damage you by doing this.
Oh God.
The room's big enough, it really shouldn't.
Oh, it'll expand as he opens it. I'm just thinking if like there's anything like stupid, like sharp or explosive in there.
I mean, there's some cheap great axes in there. There's
You know what? As you do it, make a Constitution saving throw because there's 27 javelins in there.
yeah.
That'd be a deck save.
Dex save.
Well, I already did the con. It's fine.
But if it's
I'll take
dex,
that.
you could do evasion.
Your call. I'll take the same roll. It would just be instead of 14, it would be 20.
Okay, yeah, perfect. That's what you needed. So as you do, like stone short swords, spears, javelins, a war hammer, some potions, like some rotted troll flesh, come flinging out of this, and you're just like dodging out of the way. And there's even like there's shinies, lots of shinies, and there's some stuff that you haven't seen before. You see, there's some wood carving tools in there. There's a little statue of a little dog. There's a playing card set and a bunch of rope and everything that goes flying everywhere. But luckily, you are super quick and totally didn't get hit by anything.
Did anything hit Bloodscale?
Bloodscale, yes. Bloodscale, you take
Should have did this
I
somewhere
don't
else.
care.
2 points of slashing damage as as a javelin goes rolling by and kind of just cuts off like just right chest level.
Inks his
It's like
toe.
it's like when Ripley's underneath the bed and you just pause at your foot.
Yeah. You do as you go to there's something stuck in the wall with the way it and you kind of like go and you're pulling down javelins and stuff as Bloodscale is sleeping soundly.
Okay. It's we're fine. We're all fine here. It's fine. Okay. Good night, Bloodscale. I guess. Start going through the stuff.
Does anybody
I'm
have
gonna
any?
make a list. And check it twice.
Anybody else have anything they want to do before bed? All right.
Nay.
So, blood scale.
Woo!
As you drink the potion, you feel instantly the world around you. You just have a single second, and you're looking at. You look over to Uza, and all of a sudden your eyesight swirls green, and then white, and then black. Find yourself looking down, similar to the way that you did when in Orc Vision Quest. Only this time you have slender, slight hands, more delicate frame. You know, you're
A waif like Visair.
even wafier than Visair.
I'm not a waif.
To Bloodscale, everybody's a waif. Think about it.
And as
As
you
long
look
as he's
in-
not a waifu.
As
Not
you look-
yet.
as you look into the mirror, you see you're an elf. Your eyes are blue, that come to a pale blue pupil. You have white hair, but it seems to be almost frost-laden. Same with your eyebrows. They all have this kind of winter feel as you have a pale white skin. Looking around, you hear a shout from the other room. Audrey, it's time to go. We're to be late, and you don't want to be late for your first day in court. You head down the stairs and
Oh man.
not what you were expecting? I know, right?
It's like the you have a test today and you haven't studied.
Is he naked?
So as you head downstairs, you see your father's there. He looks very similar to the face you saw in the mirror, but he seems to have golden hair, golden skin tone, golden eyes, and has a big smile on his face, clearly proud, and you can tell he's been working for this day for quite a long time. So, I know they're going to be so impressed by you. I know it's going to be a wonderful day.
Cutting out.
You're cutting out bad.
I know they're going to be so impressed by you, and it's going to be such a wonderful day. And oh, come on, you could smile, Audrey. I know it doesn't sound exciting, but court can be where fortunes are made, where everything can turn around for our family, even more so than
What?
it has in recent.
What did Mother tell you about telling people to smile?
Same thing that you tell me, that not everybody has a smile ready at hand, but trust me, serve you better than a frown.
I'm sure when we get there, I'll be able to put on a face.
Very well. And then, as he takes you outside into the, you walk outside and you see a vast orchard all around. There are. Let's go and get a different. Sorry, this is screwed up. So as you walk out, not that one. No. There we go. As you walk out, it's early morning, and around you see an orchard, or not an orchard, I'm sorry, a vineyard. My bad. And all around are these giant grapevines that they grow at least 12 feet tall, and the grapes are huge. You're looking around, and even the sight of it's so magnificent, it even brings a smile to your face, unbidden, and kind of make your way through the day. And as you're walking to court, your father again is going over, like, now don't forget, everything you do will be under observation. But that's okay, as long as you remember your manners, nothing bad will happen. Remember, you use that quick wit of yours like you did this morning. They love a joke and a turn of phrase. Just remember, if you're going to say something off color, make sure it is something that is of entertaining to the queen. She is one for jokes and does love terribly a joke at others' expense, even if it's not the most seemly thing. Just be careful. And as you're walking through the vineyard, of course, gets bigger and bigger as you're going through it until there's a giant wall, a good 30 feet tall. Um, and here the vines have gotten crazy and overgrown the entire thing. And you know this makes up the perimeter of the vineyard inside of the city. Walking through
Father,
the streets, yes, of course.
I forget. Is there a general term I should use when I'm acknowledging
Oh,
Lord
just
and Lady?
Your Highness, Lord and Lady, Queen, Queen Titania. Just make sure.
But the Queen's awfully easy, Father. I mean the rest of them.
Oh, yes. Lords and ladies, don't forget, Oberon is not king. He is merely the consort. You may refer to him as the royal consort, Oberon. Calling him king will set Titania. Queen Titania. Then the others...
So I shouldn't call him fuck toy.
That's that great humor again. No, you should definitely call no one fucktoy.
Yes, I know. That one was the obvious joke, Father.
Of course, yes. Not making me nervous at all.
Look, Father, this is going to obviously be a business setting. How long have you seen me in business settings?
But that is just it. It is more than a business setting. It is business and pleasure and manners, all combined at their highest level. I know you are very confident, but that confidence can come and bite you if you're not careful. I know you'll do
Father-
great.
Father, these are people that can obviously have me killed immediately. I'm
Death is-
very well aware of that.
Very well. I should stop worrying you. Then I do have some deliveries to make before, as I'm not allowed in court. You here, and as you look up, there are these giant gold, and it's like a gold foil overgrown, grown together roots and leaves and flowers that all come together and seem to shine from their own inner brightness as golden ladybugs flitter back and forth between all of them. There's occasionally flying through, you see small fairies and things who are singing delightful little tones as they're kind of singing their little songs as they go about their work, opening each flower as they open, and then bugs come in and start collecting. You see large bees humming through the courtyard as you walk through. On each side there are giant fountains and mazes that have been cut out of the wildlife, but instead of being cut out, they seem to be the wildlife has grown into these intricate mazes on either side. Flowers and things grow to immense sizes, and as you walk to the mansion, that is this giant tree that is 3 trees all grown together, and they kind of twist together as they go up, and the stairway, there are 3 stairways, one from the central entrance where you're coming, and then 2 others on each side. Looking back at the gates, you're already a good 300 feet away from it, but just beginning your path to this grand chamber. On either side, you see elves, all in full plate armor, each all bearing the double-bladed scimitar that marks them as the royal guard, all with the bright star signaling that they are Titania's personal guard. Occasionally, you'll see a pair every about. There's a guard every about. This time it's about one every like 5 to 10 feet, and about every 12th one, you'll see one in kind of black armor over green robes that you recognize as Oberon's guards. And so, as you keep going further and further in, the wildlife becomes more and more organized and less of a buzz and a background, and seems to all just be guiding you towards this one thing. And to the point where, as you get closer, wildlife seems to be working in tandem, doing jobs like laying ribbons out and playing very specific. The music becomes less little tones from each individual and combined to a combined symphony, all playing together. You see even some of the fairies have instruments as they play and pan flutes and as you walk up, you come to the very first door of your courtly days.
I'm just gonna open it like I belong.
As you go to open it, you bump the person, and turning around is a man in a full student tails tuxedo with the green emerald markings of the court and a large brooch, and he kind of holds the
I'm sorry, good sir, I didn't see you there.
Who may I announce is here?
Audrey Lifespring.
Audrey Lifespring of the Lifespring Winery is here. And you know he's mispronounced it. It's Lifespring Libations, not the Lifespring Winery. No, he might have slighted you just now. As he opens the door and lets you in, he bows.
I'm going to give him a slight bow as well, because I'm the one who initiated the offense.
And he closes the door behind you. As you walk in, it is an immense ballroom. But there are no chairs. You see the walls are lined with numerous amounts of people, and they are all types of fae. You see there are satyrs, there's centaurs, there's leprechauns, there's fairies, there's every type of fae that you've ever run into. All seem to be represented here, but more than any are the Eladrin, like yourselves. They are elves who are not only born in the Feywild, but have spent so much time in the Feywild that they have almost an attunement to seasons. You notice you are the only one currently in the winter state. All the others seem to be in spring or summer and more closer to joy and those joyful times and attitudes that are generally associated with them. Some smile and some give you a small nod as you walk through, and then you recognize no one.
Returning all nods and smiles.
And as everybody comes and sits down, or as you go and you stand against the wall, you notice that the only seat is Titania's throne, and it is this luscious, overgrown, beautiful thing that also it seems to have dragon scales mixed in with the wonderful fineries of the It's like a velvet, it's a silk, it's all of the most wonderful materials all put together, but also it's all grown together like it was naturally made from this spot. And you see her looking kind of around the court, and she's scanning, and her eyes briefly go over you. You feel your heart flutter uncontrollably, and a small bead of sweat you feel unbidden comes to the back of your neck. You're thankful it's the back of the neck so no one else can see it. And then she just continues to look around for a second, and you see Oberon is sat on a backless stool next to her. He's sitting, and he looks very nonplussed. He is wearing, for this occasion, instead of his normal green robes, he seems to be wearing a black armor. And you notice he's had the audacity to wear a helm that is very crown-like. As he looks over the court with his yellow eyes and black hair, you notice he seems nonplussed to be here. Everyone else stands at the sides, and after there's some music playing, and after a small amount of time, she's like, Titania stands up. She's like, "I believe that is everyone. Now, I know that normally you hold court every day. Today is, of course, no different. But I thought today with one of our first-timers." And she actually gestures towards you. And again, your heart flutters. And she smiles. And that smile just takes your breath away, unbidden. And you thought you were prepared for this. And it's just this otherworldly experience, almost to be in the same room as her. This is Oedre Lifespring of the Lifespring Libations, and I know why some of you is here. Well, I would like to announce that Lifespring Libations has become the official winery of the Crown. And as she smiles, there's like this clapping all around, but it's this light clapping, but it's from like 120, 150 people. And
Congratulations.
Pretty much.
There's a very small, brief moment of realizing that that's for him, and then there's a small bow. Nothing too ostentatious.
And as you give a small bow, you do see some raised eyebrows at just such a small bow. Um, get the you're not sure why at this point, but strange. But then she's like, and of course with that means unfortunately we will be having Vanastra leave the court temporarily, as she will no longer be providing the wine for us. But keep working, and you shall return. If the Life Spring libations doesn't prove to be the utmost in quality like they have. And she smiles, and you see this female Eladrin, and you see she was in spring, but even at the mention of it, she is clearly hit so hard by this. You already see the leaves on her that are part of her hair start to yellow. And as she walks, she leaves a single leaf flutter to the floor. And it is the last you see of her, and she leaves. Anyway, with a new winery and a new place, let us enjoy it and have a feast. And then with that, tables grow out of the ground. And they're these long tables, and she goes up to the... Everybody kind of starts walking up to the tables. And as you get close to the table, as everybody sits down, and then next to you, you hear people whispering about grabbing napkins, and you see everybody reaching out for them.
Everybody's doing it. I'm following.
Perfect. And then as you grab you grab a napkin just like everybody else, and then you feel as Bloodscale, there's a little bit of slipping of control at this point. Like, this is inevitable. And as everybody grabs theirs, you instinctively put it over your lap and kind of fold it out. And then you look up, and everybody is staring at you. And you realize everybody's grabbed napkins. No one else has placed them down. And you realize you've committed one of the cardinal sins of the court, doing anything before the queen or her consort. Not only by putting it down, you've also put it farther down your leg than most people would ever dare. And you realize you have embarrassed yourself. And in a moment of weakness, you just hear this, Titania. Something breaks. You pull up the napkin and hold it like everybody else, and your pride is crushed inside of you. Thing that your father feared most, you have done first day at court.
I have a question.
Yes.
As much as this is inevitable, do I have any control?
Yes, yeah.
I am a druid, so I wasn't on the spell list, but I should have druidcraft either way, right?
Yes, yeah.
I'm going to turn this into a magic trick.
Okay, what do you want to do?
I just want to, as I pick up the napkin again, I'm going to have it over one hand, and I'm going to just druidcraft, a couple flowers, a bit of spores, because that's my gimmick.
Oh no, you don't have that yet.
Oh, cool. Just a couple flowers, and then I'm just going to go, ta-da!
Again, dead silence. And then you hear a laugh from somewhere. You can't see where, but it is a derisive. As somebody is laughing at you struggle.
That's fine. Won't be the first time.
And then you hear a whisper. Doesn't have to be this way. The meal is presented, and it's a delicious soup that it's made of it's a crushed pea soup, but it's super light and delicate in flavor. And then the next course is this duck confit. It's this really delightful duck soup that is, again, super delicate and light, but also with enough salt and butter behind it to make it really delicious. Over the course of 12 separate tiny courses like that, ending in the creme brulee, as all the creme brulee is brought out and set before everyone. Now you notice this time, as you're watching, everybody is holding their spoons and waiting. Wait this time. Crack.
This entire time I've been like 2 steps behind everybody now.
Perfect. Okay, and then so as everybody else starts to crack into their creme brulee, then you finally start cracking into it. The rest of court. Um, let's get a performance check just to see how well you you follow everybody else doing with it.
Let's go suck, boys and girls. Ah, damn it, not bad.
Not
Fuck it.
bad at all. So you
Pretty good with a -1.
I know, right?
you eventually are starting to you catch on pretty quick, and your confidence levels comes up just a little bit more. But with your confidence also comes a resentment. You're finding all of this ridiculous. But you make it through your last day. So you make it through the meal and everything, and everybody at the end of the meal, you see everybody kind of chatting with each other, and the young woman next to you, she's like, "So, what do you think of court so far? You're having a wonderful time."
As I can have.
Careful, they don't hear you say that. They would, everyone should have a good time at court.
The court is very wonderful. I'm a little stressed out over my faux pas. That is.
It's okay. It happens more often than you think, but it's okay. The thing about the court is you remember it long after everyone else does.
That's very good to hear. Thank you very much.
Of course. And she gives you a small smile. And then at that point, the queen stands up, and everybody else stands up at the same time. And then as everybody puts their napkins over their plates, the tables engulf. And then music cues up. She's like, "Oh, do you want to?" And she offers a hand to take you to dance. I need another performance check. At disadvantage because you don't dance very much.
Whee!
You stumble through
Still
it.
could be worse.
You stumble through it, but you get through. Okay. You step on her toe only once, but she, instead of taking it too hardly, she gives you a wink, and then she starts to kind of like lead without showing anybody else that she's leading, and helps you through the dance quite nicely. And
That's marriage material right there, man.
Perfect. This is perfect.
And it's as you're dancing with her, you notice she has the same. She's the only other Eladrin wintered out here, and you'd missed her before, but in the hundreds, it was easy to miss her. And so as you dance through it, and she helps you, you go. The court all of a sudden changes shift as the music stops suddenly, and everybody stops and kind of moves back. And as Titania goes, she's like, "I am tired now. I will nap." And she waves a hand, and everybody is dismissed from the chamber. You see Oberon stand up. You see Oberon sit for a second, and then she looks at him and waves him out as well. You see him very grumpily stand up and head out with everyone else.
We'll have a small quarter smile.
He catches you, and then as you're smiling, he gives you.
I just said small quarter smile. I'm not even smiling.
It's court, man. And
It's fine.
Oberon was
I'm
looking
just
for
saying.
anybody. Yeah, and then you get a death glare from Oberon, and that's okay. You don't like him very much anyway.
Don't really what? You cut out?
You don't really like him much anyway. But as he catches up to you,
I'm going to attempt to just because the lady's still next to me, right?
Yes, yeah.
Just gonna attempt to play it off like I was smiling at her.
And so as you kind of look over and smile at her, she smiles back, and then as Oberon walks behind you, just says, "Don't come tomorrow, you're done," and he keeps walking by. And with that, two of Oberon's guards are at your sides.
I'm going to. Well, the guards show up. So, what? Does court start at normal time tomorrow? Asking the lady.
Same time as always, yeah.
Thank you very much for your kindness.
To see you there.
Hope to see you as well. And then I will leave.
And you're not forcefully escorted or anything like that, but they are about 5 to 10 feet behind you the entire walk out. And as you walk out of the gates, and they shut behind you, realization of your father's disappointment comes over you. But then you see just a little bit over in the square that same girl. She's waiting, and she kind of runs up to you. She's like, "Are you okay?"
I believe I'll be fine.
Well, do you want me to walk you to your winery or your life spring libations?
I think. Would it be better for the gentleman to escort the lady?
Oh, if you want to, yeah. Kind of smiles. And so she offers her arm. You offer your arm, and she instead of grabbing it of them, she does the courtly thing and just places her arm at the on your forearm and lets you lead her to the life spring libations. And then as you guys are going, she's walking. She's like, I can't believe I did that to you in your first day.
I have a feeling it'll be fine. It's the first day.
What did he say not to come back?
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
Still going.
Honestly, I don't think I have much of a choice but to do so.
And then as you guys kind of chat a little bit more about how crazy court is and how nervous it makes both of you. A little bit connection, but as you make it to the winery, you realize inside is your father and talk to him. As you open the door, he is smiling. The shop is empty, and he beaming at you. So, how did it go?
Lady still with me?
No, she left you at the door.
Okay.
And gave you a bow.
No introductions. Well, about as good as nerves will allow, I suppose.
Excellent. So, that is good. That is good. So, tell me all about it. What did you do? What was it like? How was Titania? Was she everything everyone has said?
Everything and more, Father.
Excellent. That is incredible. Would you mind fetching me one of our oldest bottles down
All right.
the cellar?
I head off.
And as you head down, the weight of not being able to tell your father that you are no longer allowed in court starts to hit you. Hear whispering. The sounds grow quieter and quieter as you head farther and farther and deeper. There is miles of wine cellar down here. Then another whisper. Revenge is easy. I will give you revenge that you may never bow to another. As you're walking deeper and deeper into the cellar, see a broken bottle on the ground. A single mushroom growing from it. Eat it and become more than a wine merchant's son. Feel the joy beyond pleasure, beyond carnal, beyond libation. Embrace the joy of power.
Just going to look at it for a moment and then go get the bottle.
Make an investigation check. When looking at it, the magic of it jumps out to you. This is clearly a very powerful magic that has been put here specifically by somebody who is of great power, able to actually deliver on these whispers. And then you think you see the outline of a woman behind you as you quickly whip around, and you swear you saw her. Then you realize the whispers are that of a woman. Taste power.
Going to pocket the mushroom and then go get the bottle.
Perfect. And then so you pocket the mushroom and you go get the bottle. And is a bottle so ancient that the bottle itself isn't even made of glass. It is made of a finely polished, extra hard grown wood. And it is you go to grab it and it's almost buried, and you have to like shake off a bunch of the dust, and as you blow it off, you cough a bunch. Make a Constitution saving throw. Perfect, and you kind of dust off the bottle and head back upstairs. As you're walking by, you see again the broken bottle is there. Just feel a pull to it as it kind of encases your entire mind, and you shake your head for a second, and it's gone, and then bow before none. And then as you keep walking up, and as you get back up top, your father's like, "Ah, excellent! And it's time to break it open. You're okay. You look as though you've seen a ghost."
Been a long day, Father.
Of course, yes, I imagine, yeah. I'm sorry, do you want to save the celebration for later? I do need to lie down. Are you all feeling okay?
We could always celebrate a little.
Excellent. And he goes and he grabs the top of the bottle, and as he twists, you hear it just crackle, the wood like crack, like it's kindling as he pops the top of it open, and then he pours it into two very fine looking glasses, and he hands you one of the wine glasses. Cheers to your success at court.
And cheers returned.
And then to his, and you drink yours. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw, because it is the good stuff.
Good stuff.
That doesn't seem to be hitting very hard though today. And then so, with that, he's like, "Why don't you head home early? I can take care of the shop today and have the rest of the day off."
Sure, Father.
Of course, yes.
When is your share?
And then so you make your way back towards the house through the elven city of, and as you're walking through again, you just hear whispers promising all sorts of power and satisfaction. And you as you make your way to your room, you open the door, and again you almost see at the corner of your eye visage of a woman. But as soon as you look over, it's gone.
Would you stop vexing me?
As the words leave your mouth, remember them.
Just going to put it in my nightstand and attempt to go to bed.
And as you go to sleep, your dreams are fitful. Oberon standing over you, yelling at you, kicking the shit out of you. And then everybody laughing as it's happening. The entire court surrounded. And even Titania laughs as you are being savagely. At the end of the dream, he picks you up by your hair and throws you out of the court. Wake up as you hit the ground, covered in sweat.
Going to attempt to do this correct one fucking time.
So, this time you get up and your father's already at work. You seem to have slept for quite a long time. And you start to hurry out the door, and you hurry out the vineyard over to the palace. And as you go to enter, your way is barred by guards. Sorry, no entry.
If at all possible, would I please either speak to Oberon or in some way, shape, or form extend my sincerest apologies?
Court is in session. May not bother the court while it is in session. None are allowed. We will relay your message in time.
Is there anywhere I can sit and wait?
We prefer you not, but you can wait in the square.
I will go wait in the square.
And so you wait and you wait and you wait. It seems an eternity, and then eventually you see courtiers leaving, and then Oberon last to leave. And as he walks out, you see he looks over at you, sitting there in the square, and he gives you a small, ever so slight, quarter of a grin.
I nod in acceptance and just attempt to see if it would be okay for me to come over.
As you nod, he shakes his head, and then he gestures guards, and he walks away. A guard walks over and he's like, Oberon will not see you today. And then he goes back to Oberon.
Before he goes back, I'm like, tell him I shall return tomorrow. Again, with my deepest apologies and condolences,
Your message will be
as
relayed.
well as a bottle of our finest.
Very well. And then you head over to your father's shop, almost running this time, so that way you can get that bottle ready. And as you enter, your father is sitting there, and you see he's reading a note. He looks up. He's like, I don't understand. It says you've been from court. What did you do?
Father, this was a simple disagreement. I am working on making things right the correct way. You're going to have to trust me.
What did you do? Do you know how long I worked for this? What did you... You couldn't last a day? What... You couldn't... You just had to... Made a point. You're always making your points and scoring your points. You watch the shop for the rest of the day. I have to try to make this right. You were
Father,
clearly
I
not
already
capable.
Classic father.
He walks right past you, not listening to a word you say, and slams the door on his way out.
Yeah, when was that? He's out of eye shot. I'm just gonna go get that fucking bottle.
Perfect. You head down, and as you head deeper into the you know exactly where you're going. You're kind of jogging at this point, so that way you can get it to Oberon in time. And you come across the same broken bottle, another mushroom growing out of it, and then after gifts with all you can give, giving wine.
Vexing illusions. Let's continue.
As you make your way, you find, as you go to look for the oldest bottle, you realize that you only had one. Broke it open yesterday, so you grab the second oldest. This one still really nice. It's in a glass bottle. It doesn't have any label on it, so you plan to put one on it before sending it out, so that way he knows who it's from, and so you can try to make it right. And as you heading back upstairs, you walk past one of the darker ways, and then there is somebody standing there.
Who are you and what the fuck are you doing here?
It's the woman who was dancing with you. Don't you see? They will always bring you back. Never let you be as Oberon is. They will. And as she does, she smiles, and her darkened silhouette, her hair flutters as if air is just hit, and glows a bright white as her eyes glow a red. Heard of the Queen of Air and Darkness. You know that she is Titania's sister. She's like, or you can join a court that could appreciate someone of your talents. Take the power. Leave the... She holds out her hand, very same mushroom.
I will do this the way I choose.
Oh,
Until that way can no longer be attempted.
I'm the only one offering you a choice. You've already decided. And with that laugh, she fades away. So
Small
you-
bit of vomit.
What's that?
Just a little vomit in the mouth.
Oh yeah. That was definitely a moment of holy fuck for you. And so you head upstairs. You have a new label printed out, and you send it over. You call a messenger to send it over. One of the right over. It's one of the damn spring-tuned elves has taken it. You find yourself becoming more and more irritated by all of this, and how ridiculous and absurd this whole situation is. And so again you wait, and then when you head home after finishing up the shop, you have no visitors at all, which is strange. It used to be very very popular. So you head as you head home. Your father still has not come home. But he has taken wine and wandered into the woods. This is his way when he's angry. On your doorstep, you see an unopened bottle of wine with a note. As you open the note, it is from Oberon. And it just says, "A slight for a slight."
If you're talking, didn't hear it.
Oh, what
Dude, I
was the
think
last
he
thing?
just called you a slight.
I heard it and I was being quiet.
Okay.
Trying to fucking think of what my response would be here. Fuck.
No, I was talking to Ty. Slight for a slight?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm deaf. I have an ear infection, so.
No worries, you're all good. Sorry, I know this is visiony.
He's going to attempt the next day to hand deliver it with a kneel,
And then so the next day,
a bowed head.
you go to court, and you know you're once again denied. The a guard once again is sent to you saying he will not see you today. So you decide to go straight to his estate. As you go to the estates,
Well,
which
first he was going to wait in the square again.
yeah, that's what I said. You waited in the square, and then afterwards, again, a guard was sent to you saying he will not see you today as he walks by. Again, smiling. That son of a bitch. And then, you try to go over to his house, and you are met at the gates. And then you are barred from entry. He said, Ruan will not see you today.
Going to leave the package with a different note this time.
Perfect.
Begin with sincerest apologies, and I'm just attempting my best.
And then you afterwards you head to the shop and you realize that it's still closed. No one has opened the shop today. Open it so that it's ready for business, but again, visitors. You head home, and once again there's an unopened bottle of wine and a note. A slight for a slight.
I'm gonna take the damn bottle of wine to my room and wait for her to show up.
As you're sitting with the bottle of wine in your hand, you're looking at and you're just sitting and you're staring at the wall. And then next to you, look, and she's sitting there. I accept offerings.
I pop it open and hand it to her.
She takes gladly and pulls a glass goblet out of nowhere and pours herself a drink, and then pours a second one that just seems to be there now and hands you one. Then she again pulls.
I extend my other hand.
Drops the mushroom in your other hand. Cheers as you. Drinks.
Taking it like it's a pill.
Perfect. And then so, as you bite into
Not supposed to mix your pills and booze.
as you pop the mushroom and bite into it, all of a sudden there's a flash, and you see Oberon at your feet, begging for forgiveness. I'm so sorry. I never meant. It was. I never intended it to go this far. You bite down again, and you look as you sit on a throne, the entire court bowing before you, mushrooms growing from their eyes. You look down as Titania, laying at your feet. You reach down and pluck the mushroom from her eye, bite into it, tasting her anguish at being beneath, and the joy of being above her, of being the only one with power. Your vision clears. You shall be my undying prince. I have a job for you. A refusal never even crosses your mind. Lift your head. See her icy smile. She puts a hand under your chin. Says, "Welcome to the Unseelie." And there's a jolt, and everything flexes around you. You're instantly pulled to the other side of the Feywild. And this court is much different. You see, she's sitting on a throne, but there are chairs enough for all. The court is not just made up of the most beautiful of people, but there are all sorts of Fomorians, these disfigured elves, and all sorts of anything with any trace amount of Fey blood has been accepted and welcomed here. You see, one side, all around there are guards, and the guards are all in pure black armor, and it seems to wisp. The blackness seems to like radiate and wisp off of their armor as they all stand beside. She's like, "Excellent, my undying prince. The first time we shall strike at them together. I have some companions for you. You will lead them. We'll show them why." And then she claps her hands, and you see 4 knights step forward. One, she's like, "This is the Twister." And you see a knight in a mask like, oh wait, I can show you these. Hold on.
Oh yay, visuals.
Sorry, the computer's easing up on me.
Typical.
Come on, Kevin! No, it's okay. That's nice and
Fuzzin' butts.
It's ruining my mood. What's happening?
Salty boy.
Sorry, 1 second. Well, actually, you can see the art in D&D Beyond. I'll work on making it larger so you can see more in here. But you see she introduces the Twister, and you see this knight in a lighter, what you think at first is armor, but it's layers of cloth. The only real armor seems to be 2 bracers, and there are 2 swords strapped to the side of the Twister knight. I'll just show Twister Knight, since I put all sensitive stuff. Come on! This is maddeningly so. It's never this slow.
Real 20 gave me a problem earlier.
You're frozen.
Yeah.
It knows you want it to be quick.
I know,
Roll
right?
20 gave me a
Roll20.
problem earlier. It gave me that you experienced disconnection from the server, blah 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 shit earlier.
Gotcha. And so as the Twister, there we go. You should be able to see the Twister Knight in the Unseelie Knights. And then as they're stepping forward, you're realizing that your head is inside of a dome, and your identity has been concealed, as all of theirs are. The Squall Knight, and this more lithe figure walks forward. She seems to have like a cape made of water and 2 swords made of ice that she holds and are strapped to each side of her. Wearing a mask that is like almost as water coming and splashing up over the top of her head. And she gives you a small nod of her head. She says, "Forest Knight." This is a large, imposing figure, like 10 feet tall, clad entirely in green armor with 2 green horns like blades of grass reaching behind the helmet. He has a shield with an eye on it as he steps forward, the smallest of bows, barely a head tilt from this knight. Come on, computer, you're so slow. And then lastly, she's like, "End these nights." And this one is also larger in stature, not quite as big as the Green Knight, or the Forest Knight, I should say. And as he steps forward, you see that it has a different style of armor, almost like an Oni-like mask with 2 horns coming up and a wicked smile. The layered armor over the top. Small flames seem to flitter over and around the red armor, but the flames are of a turquoise in color. "They shall be your beginning of our revenge." And the rest of you, as she introduces you to like, this is the Undying Prince. And you see a figure in robes, green robes, and kind of like spores fluttering down off of the robes. The head is entirely encased in a giant dome full of spores that seem to be swimming and floating around. He has a staff and that comes to a skull at the top of it. He shall be leading you. Let's find out owes what debts of loyalty where you serve. So he's like, I need so There's most power in great souls. I will leave it to your choice, Dying Prince. What will you do? Hunt me a Caloric Kiori? A dragon turtle? A sky swimmer? Any of these will be enough to make sure that even my sister feels the cold of winter once more. That all of the Feywild will fight. Which do you choose? And as she's describing these, you're having flashes of what the memories are attached to. So you know that the dragon turtle is this giant dragon-sized turtle that some seemingly come out of nowhere into the ponds and the oceans and rivers in the Feywild. The Kalarak Kiori is this strange entity made of... It's like a spirit that preys and eats and possesses others. Swarming eyes. Then the Sky Swimmer, to be this giant, gargantuan monstrosity that flies through the air, and it can swim through the water as well. So that all of these are going to be a challenge no matter who's by your side. I would head them from the Unseelie side of things. So you must figure out how to get there. You.
Cut out.
Oh, but you can do this, was the last thing.
Cool.
And so which thing would you like to hunt?
This is just a branding question,
Swimmer.
right? Cool.
The Sky Swimmer. Excellent. I knew it's the first one of your attention. She gives you another wicked smile. Oh, and this, just so you know what she looks like, you have Air Darkness, you are all seeing this. Should now be a handout for her.
Damn girl.
Boy, I am sworn to you, my queen.
This
And
is
then-
how you get a sexually transmitted curse, dear.
Ah,
One of
shit.
many ways.
Gotta do it.
Sure did the nasty and the pasty. No. Alright.
Oh, they could make the jokes, but Uza. Oh.
Oh,
not
no,
Silver.
it's not the same character. Like, this character's a... Well, shit, he's celibate. He's a fucking monk. Damn it.
Not all monks are celibate.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
thank you
like
for that tip.
wildly
Okay.
all around.
So, with that,
Beauregard's a monk and she fucks all the time.
Oh, that's true.
this is also true. Alright, so, as you
Yeah, this monk fucks.
Somehow
So-
I don't think that he has a chance.
Getting pegged.
So each of you, have you all read over the notes that came with your characters, so you kind of know what?
Aw.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, with choosing the Sky Swimmer, who would like? So she kind of, as she smiles and dismisses you from court, you all make your way out into the darkness beyond and look up into the night sky where there are trillions of stars. Like even take the night sky and you times it like 8, and also like the blackness of the sky is even darker than the darkest black. Like it's almost as if the sky itself has become as absorbing light into black velvet. But these brilliant lights above you seem to light this kind of dusk feeling almost as you make your way out. Audrey, your first time in the Unseelie parts of town, and first time even outside of the main city that Titania resides over, you're looking around, and the trees here are very different. They are black, twisted, and gnarled. It's grayed out and growing into these deep pockets of earth that is bog. It's bog combined with like a sheen of ice over the top of it. The wind starts. You feel it buffeting against your clothes, but with your current get up, it's impossible. You don't feel it on your face and suffer no ill effects from it. But it is. You know that it's colder, but kind of look at your hands, and they've shrunken into themselves a little bit, but you feel no cold at all. Kind of realize that you feel no pain at all. Little aches and pains that you've gone your 300 years of life and gotten accustomed to are all gone. Feel more power than you had before. And feel access to some wizard spells that you can cast, and you kind of get all some this you're thinking about it, you have this whole catalog of spells that you never had before, and you just know them. They're just there now. So how do you start to try to find the sky swimmer?
Twister.
Yes. How can I be of service, Lord?
You seem most adept when it comes to air around here.
I have some sense of what I'm doing.
Some sense of where we can find this fucking creature.
Well, let's do a history check. Would I have any insight on that?
Sure. Roll that history. Yeah. You know that the sky swimmer is gargantuan and usually can be seen flying over particularly luscious fields full of life over in the... You know they're never seen on the Unseelie side, as there's not enough life on this side to sustain something with such a large appetite. You know, they're frequently known to consume entire trolls at a pass. You know, they make their meals of large creatures. They are gargantuan and are almost a mile to 2 miles long, and the larger ones. It's basically the dune sandcrawler in the sky that can fly and swoop down and eat you.
So we should walk without rhythm.
So, searching for a giant worm, you won't find it in the Unseelie courts. We're going to have to go to the Seelie side. It can decimate hordes of trolls in one pass. It travels by air, but it can also go by sea. But we need to head towards the Seelie side, where we find lots of life. Large prey to hunt.
Let's proceed.
As you wish.
So, who wants to lead into the wilderness to get to the to go dawnward? Who's going to be person?
Is this a thing? No.
That's an attack.
That's an attack.
That's an
Although I was going
New
to say the
characters!
Forest Knight should first.
So, Forest Knight.
I'm not really here for a fight. I'm been
I am. I'll go with him.
brought here to explicitly keep you alive. So if you can make my job easy, I'll do
I'm
my
trying
best.
to. We're having to walk through the forest. You're the Forest Knight. Figured you might be able to know the easiest path.
Well, let's lay out our skills first, shall we?
Run around here. I can keep you alive.
I'm a monk
That
of
is-
Rayun.
I can do.
He's gonna lean on my shield.
What are you, Forest Knight? What are your specialties?
I can keep you alive. This whole thing is quite insane to me.
Do
So
you
I-
fight?
He's obviously a healer.
I can fight, but honestly,
It's fine.
we'll
You're
do
obviously a healer.
what I can.
Squall and Blaze.
will protect you.
What in the fuck are you good at?
You don't have to be rude, you know. We're all on this quest together. You can just, you know, take it down a notch.
I don't really care if you
Why
do or
is
not.
Vinove here?
I...
Is somewhere
Oh, he
else,
left his sword at
okay?
home.
He retired. He's not here. I just don't like when people are rude.
That takes me back.
Squall and Blaze, what are you good at?
Well, I can take a hit and I can give more than plenty back. I've got keen eyes and, well, that's about it. Point me at what you want me to kill and I'll kill the shit out of it.
It's good and all, but still need someone who can actually lead us to this fucking thing.
Oh, I realize I didn't fill out your
sorry.
skills, Blaze Knight. I'm sorry.
Just wanted to check. Is it survival that can help you find stuff? Because
Yeah.
I have a -1
Yeah.
to nature, but I have some decent. It's like +5 to survival, so.
Yeah, survival is
I
great.
got 5 survival.
I use my survival skills while they're talking to find a direction.
Perfect. Okay, and so as you're, so I'll let Squall introduce herself while you're looking around.
Sounds good.
I'll use my perception to
All right.
have to.
Let's go ahead, Squall.
Yeah. I'm thinking I'm slow, like water.
There's also usually fast as well.
Yeah, but
You're
it's
not all
slowly
there.
wearing down stone, etc. Yeah, I'm a million years old. I've been wearing down. Not true. Disregard that.
I
So,
suppose you can tell us as we go.
I'm the Squall Knight. I have the Booming Blade, the Green Flame Blade. I cause fear. I'm good at disguises. What? How many? Okay, I have
So-
15. I'm stealthy. I'm stealthy.
One might describe yourself as a scout of sorts who can also get in a good kill.
One might.
She's such a rogue by not telling us anything.
Yeah, is everybody supposed to be doing this, or like
Yes.
was I supposed to be facetious too?
Just perfect. Let's
I'm
go.
not trying to.
No, everybody else was. I was just like, did I
Bad
read
at
something?
this.
That's okay. There's no
No,
Good
it's
at
really,
deceiving
it's really
people. Is it
hard to
working?
facepalm with this fucking dome.
Well, no one made
go.
you have that dome, okay?
Alright, so
Sure.
and at that
All
point
right.
you see the forest knight has been looking around. You see him. He kind of like goes to trees and he touches one for a second. Then he looks up and he looks around and you see he finds a little bit of moss and then he looks up and he cracks a little bit of ice on over one of them. It's like so suddenly, forest knight, you know the way.
All right, I've got an idea. Where he'll be, that way, and I just start
He
underbrush.
points through a certain direction. And you see green. The forest knight just starts walking.
Yeah, trust me, we'll have plenty of signs when we get closer.
So you guys start
Nice
walking.
move.
They can be up to 2 miles long when they're fully grown.
So, as you are walking, there's
As I walk, I want to cast Thaumaturgy, so there's like glowing footprints to follow me.
perfect. And then, so as you walk there, in your footprints, almost like a small grass, a glowing grass, like grows and then flops down behind. You leave just kind of like this trail of glowing grass that, after it gets about 15 feet away from you, just dies out and falls into nothingness. And then as you keep leading them forward, all of a sudden you start becoming a little more comfortable as the trees once again start to grow and show greener. There's more than just bugs flittering about. Less, the bugs aren't quite so large or carnivorous. You start seeing, eventually as you go, you see really heartening signs like a butterfly flitter across your path. And as you continue to walk, the underbrush continues to get more and more robust, and you eventually find yourselves at a walkway. And this is, everybody have the map?
Oh, good. This will be plenty
It's
easy to
loading
follow.
in for mine.
Yes, but it's very blurry.
There we go.
It's
hey, loaded in.
Okay, let me know when
Cool.
it's-
Yeah.
I got it.
There it is.
some of you, those of you familiar with the Unseelie, know that this is one of the borders between the two lands, and you're hundreds and hundreds of feet. Not sure exactly how deep the chasm goes, but to get there, quickest way will be to cross here. Forest Knight,
I
you know there's a way around, but it'll cost a lot of time.
Well, there is a way around, but it will cost us dearly. Time is time of the essence.
And air is my specialty. We shall be fine.
All right, I'll let you lead. And then I take a step back.
So I step forward and I am trying to see if I notice anything in particular.
Okay, anybody who wants to do a perception check, go ahead and roll one right now. So
I can do that. Like, I can do that.
Through the spores at the moment.
I can still see things. Not as good as the Twister Knight, though.
Is that everybody? Anybody else want to roll perception checks?
I'm gonna hold up.
good at-
There it is.
Ah,
I'm
yeah, there we go.
perceptive.
Not
Hang
so
on.
much.
You gonna roll a perception check?
Oh. I gotta.
I know, right?
No, I was
Perhaps
going to let you
my,
guys do it.
My dear Forest Knight, do you want me to take point on this one? Seems we're only going in one direction.
Yeah, no, I already said that, whoever wants to lead can lead from this point.
Cool, I'll do it. And I just
I'm-
push him
I-
aside with
it's-
my shield.
All right.
With
So as you
Party
step,
of a-holes being a-holes to the healer, huh? A lot of,
so
I'm just
high
trying to make
IQs
sure
around here.
the healer stays behind
Well, you
the
can't
tank.
perceive if we're being a-holes or not, because that was a crappy roll.
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
like-
I can perceive getting pushed aside though. Like physically, it's not like unless it's a 19. Not that bad.
so as
But we're
as
grading
you
on a curve.
as you step past Twister Knight, ahead you see just barely the outline of some elves hidden
Oh,
in
how
the
do we-
trees.
Well, it does appear that we have an ambush set
there's
ahead
some
for us.
elves. That was me. I'm the
Yeah.
Twister.
I'm sorry. My bad. I thought.
And Squall Knight, you also see them.
Yes, you see the elves then.
Looks fine to me.
Oh yes, looks fine to me as well.
And then, so
How many do you see?
Twister, you
I-
see three elves that are kind of more in what you think are probably tracker armor in your experience, and then one is in kind of what this plate that looks like it has like star emblems on it.
I hold 3 behind my hands, or behind my back. Just to kind of signify how many there are. It's like, nah, we should keep...
Gotcha.
I don't see anything.
Is she indicating in any way, shape, or form where they are?
No, they're straight ahead.
Okay.
Preparing myself.
Think we'll
How
need
do
to
I
fight.
prepare Arms of Astral Self?
So arms of astral self. They last 10 minutes. Or no, sorry, that's wrong. Yeah, they last for 10 minutes. So if you think something's coming out, you can spend 2 key points now and just have them ready to go. If you want to get them ready, or you can wait. That does take a bonus action to summon them if you're already in combat.
No,
Uh,
was
I'm
it? Brandon's character is an elf, right?
Well, you all don't know what he
You
is.
don't know that.
You just
Right.
noticed
No,
that
I
he's-
know, I know.
Oh yes.
Are we
yeah.
shitty to elves, by the way? Do we just hate elves?
No, none of you hate elves. You all are.
Wait, I'm gonna
Like-
ask the obvious question. Do we think they're friends or foes?
But
I
we're
do have
in
one
the
question for
Unseelie
the
court
DM
and
real quick.
we're Unseelie.
I do have a question for the DM real quick.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure it wasn't an oversight that the Blaze Knight, the Flame Knight, the guy who's all about fire, is missing Fireball on purpose.
It's not available to you yet.
Oh, son of a bitch! Really?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Okay,
Sorry,
That's-
buddy.
Brutal.
no, that's fine. I just wanted to make
Savage.
sure that I. Okay,
Correct.
cool.
Well, I'm going to spend 2 key points and have them summoned.
Perfect. So you have your.
My arms are folded behind my back.
So the rest of you watch as these 2 spectral and they almost you almost
My
hear
arms
just
are like folded and not behind my back.
and they kind of grow out of her back, and they just kind of fold behind the back, and you see both of them are holding swords pointed down. Go.
I'm gonna draw my flame tongue sword and ignite it.
Hey, Mark, so your tongue sword. is
Hey,
it.
so this.
So and then I need marching order and distances.
Well, I was planning on
well.
going up front, but
Right next to right one of the ones I see.
So
Brandon, are you talking?
No,
okay, so
so
are you,
quiet.
are you letting the Blaze Knight lead, or are you gonna be right next to him? Twister Knight.
I'll meet pace with him.
Okay.
okay.
And
Fine.
who's gonna be behind them and how far?
Oh boy.
Forrest, will you do me a favor?
Uh huh.
What do you
can I
need?
do?
You said Forest. That's me.
My bad.
You Squall.
Well, you can fucking kill some bastard.
Nope. I'm just here.
What do you need?
Of course, I was going to suggest you stay in the back.
I mean, I can take a hit. I can.
I
I'm not-
understand. However, you said you weren't here to fight, correct?
I'll fight if I have to, but I'm not a fan.
Well, then let's keep you as out of the fray as we can.
Okay.
Trying to be nice.
I appreciate the effort. I do.
So go ahead and line yourselves up behind the 2 in front. Can you guys move your tokens and everything?
Yeah. Well, are we going or not? Shall we?
So you guys, okay. Then
Alright.
Squall, you want to be all the way in the back there? Okay. So as you all approach, you get to about here.
I'm going to hold a spell.
Perfect. Which spell?
Crown of Madness.
Out of madness.
It's yes, sir. One humanoid of your choice that I can see within range must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw or become charmed by me for the duration. But
Are they-
I'm only going to cast it if on that main guy, if he becomes a major dick. That guy.
Okay.
What does that guy holding and look like?
Let me show you.
Color right here. Yeah.
Zoom.
So as you approach, you notice they are covered in star-like regalia. It's going so mad, so it's going to the death of me. But their helm comes to like a star around their face. You see the form is feminine as opposed to masculine, and has a sword ready to go. But you notice the armor is almost a shaped cloth as you get closer. It is not made of like metal or anything like that, and it seems to almost have an illusory magic that makes it look as though it's metal, and it's not stupid. Normally this goes way faster. There we go. As you approach, she says, you hear a voice, "Halt! The Starcatcher and the Unseelie Court." Far from it.
Turn and look at fucking Mysterio back there.
Call him Ray. No?
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oof.
It was a good movie. What do you
Wrestler.
think?
Ray.
Kind of waiting for his indication of what we're
It's
supposed to do.
not.
Huh? Okay. I'm gonna cast
Attacker.
Crown of Madness. Fuck it.
Perfect.
On the main guy there. It's a wisdom. Oh, here, I copied it. Let me just paste it real quick. A paste.
Perfect. And then, so what's the saving throw?
18 wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving.
Ooh.
8. But she has advantage because you're trying to charm her, and she's an elf.
Fucking hells.
That's 20.
Damn it.
Damn.
I'm gonna look to the one next to me. That didn't work.
And then instantly, around her, this silver fire erupts and engulfs her entire form. And I need everybody to roll initiative.
Did mine not go in?
I didn't see. No, let's see. Was 10?
I had him selected. Yeah. Sorry about that.
That's okay. I did move. So
Yeah,
I didn't go
13.
in either with 15.
sorry. When I cleared it, it was blank, and I think it's between the time my lagging out. Like, this is mega frustrating. I can't type anything.
Restart real quick.
Jeez.
There's only it's left. Let's get this little thing. Blaze Knight, you were 13.
13.
Squall Knight 17. Oidre, what was yours?
15.
15. Oh my god. Is my camera still moving?
Yes.
I haven't had your camera since
Yeah,
fucking like 7
still
o'clock.
moving.
Yeah,
Oh,
I got
really?
you. No
you're doing
stutter
good.
even.
Oh, that is extra weird.
When in doubt, blame Chrome.
Firefox.
Chrome.
That works too. Whatever.
I thought this would be better on Firefox with that. Yes, not. Oh my god, this is the worst. This is like extra frustrating because I don't really like. We're so close to our end time.
It'll take you 2
Technical.
minutes to restart. Just fuck it.
Yeah.
All right, hold on a second.
Boo.
We're glad that you've been for this week's installment of the Dawnforged Company. We're experiencing technical difficulties at the moment. Please stand by. You have any?
While you're waiting for the stream to continue, we suggest you head over to DM Emporium for all your gaming needs. Go ahead and level up your gaming experience.
Cause what? You have enough dice? Please.
Never trust a D&D player who says they have enough dice. Something's wrong with them.
Oh my god, did you see those dice that light up?
Oh, so cool.
Yes.
Ugh.
I mean, if you don't have enough dice to say clickety clackety, I roll to attackety with a different dice every single time you attack, you just don't have enough.
I mean, what's the point? If you don't have one for every weapon that you have, like, you know, or if you don't have enough to cast Fireball without rolling more than one time, you're doing yourself a disservice.
Exactly. You need the color coordination, people.
Gotta have it. I
You
mean,
ever
come
rolled
on.
using a dice tower? You
Oh,
should.
on. You
It's
ro-
amazing.
You felt the feeling of the weight of destiny that metal dice can give you? Because that shit is the best.
As long as you have something leather on the table.
Yeah, I mean, you don't be a fool.
Don't be a dick to your host, people. That's what we're trying to say.
Yeah. Oh, no, still super. Roll 20's been having some problems today. I'm sorry, guys. We are not
happens,
brought to you
man.
by Roll 20.
Yeah, this show is in no way sponsored by Roll20. Roll20, if you're disappointed by this, you better reach out, fix it.
You should be apologizing to us.
And pants.
Damn it.
Perma band. So while this is loading, are you
Double
guys,
damn it.
you guys at least enjoying the interesting characters? I know we went a little more into the backstory than I was anticipating, but it seemed like really flavorful at least to give you guys an idea of the court and everything.
Just gotta figure out what I'm good at. And what my resources are, like, I don't know what to use yet, because I'm like, I might want to save that for later. So,
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. And then so the main thing is your pool of healing and stuff. That 10d6. Which is your kind of like your bonus healing, and then don't forget healing. Yeah, fuck, we'll get into it too. All right, so she resisted, and then is now surrounded in this silver fire. And as she does, she kind of rises slightly into the air, and her hair kind of falls out from this tight bun that was behind her head, and she's like, I said stop, you shall not enter the Unseelie side. And then she is not up yet. We'll do the Twister Knight. You're up first.
Alright, well, I'm going to... She got a weapon?
Yes, she is holding a long sword with two hands.
Alright, well, I am going to run up. And, well, I'm going to be about this far away. Nope. I gotta be a bit closer, don't I? 10
Yeah.
feet.
10 feet. Whatever one she goes.
And how many attacks do I get with that?
So, Astral Arms out, 4.
Yeah.
And then if you Flurry of Blows, 5.
Alright. And... do my, arms of... do those count as, weapon attacks?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, yeah, you can use your superiority to die with them.
Cool. Do I have to call it before I roll or
Yes.
after?
Before.
Okay. So I'm going.
Unless it says,
to-
well, does it say on hit? No, sorry,
it
superiority
says
to die, you can
when
wait till you
hit
hit.
a creature with
Yeah.
a weapon attack, you can expend one.
So yeah, no,
die.
you can wait till you actually hit. You don't have to expend the die
Okay.
before you hit.
Okay. So I am going to swing better.
Roll it. 28, that'll hit.
And then I'm going to spend a superiority dice
Perfect.
to do a disarming attack.
Perfect. Disarming attack. So roll your superiority die.
Alright, which is
Yours is
4d8?
so it's
Or
so
it's
you
the
roll
D8.
a d8. Yep.
Oh,
So you do
yeah!
18 points of damage, and then let's see, what is the saving throw? Strength saving throw?
Yeah, so how do I do that?
So
What
it
is
should
that?
have the maneuver DC in your D&D Beyond.
Crap. What would that
Sorry,
be
I had
under?
it up and I had to close it. It should be right next to the like the maneuver in D&D Beyond should have it next to it.
Crap.
Here for it.
Sorry, I was trying to be.
That's okay. New fun stuff. That's
Disarm
what happens.
attack.
I think it's an 8. Positive. So, twist up.
Disarming attack. I can't figure it. DC 18.
18, perfect. And that's strength?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Strength saving.
Come on. There we go, 13. And as you guys watch as the Twister, she rolls up, and then first attack, she clips the sword, spins it around, and throws it off to this onto the ground next to her as you disarm her.
And then I am going to swing again.
Oh. 18. That'll miss.
Oh dang!
Oh darn.
31. That'll hit.
Oh
There it
dang!
goes.
And then I got one more, right?
Yep.
That's awesome.
24 hits.
And then I'll spend a key point to hit her again.
Perfect. Roll it.
Apropos of nothing, Spiral's my favorite X-Men character.
Another 9 points of damage. And so you see as the Twister Knight, you see where she gets her name as she runs in, first lunges forward, and you see her arm becomes you see her arm end in her hand, and another arm comes out of that, giving her a 10-foot reach with a sword in the hand. And as she does the other two on her back, she gets a disarm, then spins around, and as she's spinning around, the first attack misses, but then the other three all come in, slicing down as she completes her spin, a whirling dervish of attacks.
Stop me if you can. And I still have movement left.
That's correct.
So I'm going to back away so she can't fucking get me with the flames. Wait, how much movement did I use? Hang on, I gotta measure that out.
Hey Ty, you got me at 3 initiative, and it should be
30.
It should be 13.
40.
All right, didn't save. Okay, I'll put you back.
So I can
You
move
good?
2 back, and yeah, because I wasn't close enough to technically engage, she can't swing at me.
If she had a 10-foot reach, she could.
If she had a 10-foot reach, she could, but something's telling me she don't, and she's, you know. Ah! Take that, bitch.
Oh, watch him run forward now.
All right, and then I'll bring us to the Squall Knight. You did my
Oh, sounds like Molly's not at the
Sorry.
computer. Oh, there she is.
Hitting the wrong buttons on my audio. Sorry.
No, all good.
My bad.
No, you're good.
Molly can has attacks now.
Molly Ken has better reflexes. Wait, no. Rejected! Okay. Let's see. I'm way back here, so.
She could
Magic missile, my favorite.
Fire away.
I'll make it look good, don't worry. Okay. But a magic missile, oh, I forget how to show things on the
So
one that's
when you
close-
click Magic Missile, it'll tell you the what level you'd like to cast it at. Then you select that, and it's an auto hit.
Yeah.
What level did you want to cast that at?
I don't know, it didn't ask me that for some reason.
Oh, I forget. Hold on. So I forgot. This one's weird. Magic Missile. Haha, you clicked at the same time. Alright, so
Sorry.
that's okay.
It's the amount of beans.
click it.
not-
Click it 2 more times, so it'll be for level 1, and then so we'll just do so. Let's see, it's 13, and then one more time. So 18 damage total. And so you see the Squall Knight, she flings her hand forward, and you see raindrops. She almost constantly is rushing water, and as she does, the raindrops fly out and then form into these missiles that fly into the air and weave their way around your allies and slam into the Star Knight. And then, would you movement bonus action?
Yeah, I'm gonna move closer, a little closer.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Excellent. Us to the Undying
I am
Prince.
done.
Oh, perfect. That'll bring us to the Undying Prince.
Of course it is. Spot right here.
Yep. Call lightning. Can you put the description up? Dexterity saving throw.
Oh.
Oh, what's the radius on that? Ah, perfect. 10 feet tall, 60-foot radius, 100 feet directly above you. So right there, perfect. Does that envelop any of your party? Since I know you're probably already measured.
Well, the lightning doesn't come down in that area.
Oh, that's right.
The
Okay, so
bolt itself. It's each creature within 5
5
feet
foot.
of the
Okay, perfect.
point of the bolt.
So then, dexterity saving throw. They both fail. So 21 points of damage to each on a failed save. Perfect. And then you can keep. So you guys see the prince reaches up his hand, and you see these small spores just ever so lightly fly up into the sky, and then just a cracoom as lightning comes down and strikes two of within. And you see two of them just try to jump out of the way, but are unable to as they get hit by these lightning bolts. Bring us to the Blaze Knight.
Hold on, I've got bonus.
Oh, sorry, bonus action. Movement.
Bonus.
Bonus actions.
Actually, I probably can't do them because of the weird spell slot thing. Never mind, moving on.
Blaze Knight, or unless you want to move.
I'm good.
Blaze Knight, you're up.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and run up here.
What?
And I'm gonna do tanky things. And I'm gonna attack with my flank tongue longsword this bitch who didn't want to be charmed by me. I'm fucking
Perfect.
charming. Okay.
Bitch, I'm charming. Fuck.
There's the first one.
Perfect. 24, that'll hit.
There's the second one.
17 will miss.
Okay. Oh, and I got 2d6 more for that
Yep, roll that fire damage.
fire damage, so 19 points.
Perfect. So 19 points as you run up. The fire just as you get that one good cut in, and then as you go for the second one, her hair almost prehensile up and blocks the second one, knocking it out of the way. And you hear a metallic ding.
Well, good. We're gonna make this fun, and that'll end my turn.
And then Forest Knight, you are up.
I haven't
Cool.
even-
She's like covered in magic right now, right? Is that? Not no more. Look in my face.
And spell magic, 120 feet. See, creature magic effects with a spell 3rd level or earlier target automatically. I need you to make a make a wisdom check.
Okay. Wisdom check. No,
16.
that's a save. Sorry.
Okay, go ahead and make that wisdom. So 10. No, unfortunately, as you reach out to dispel the magic, you see that it hit and her hair kind of falls, and you see just for a second the
It
fire.
never works. I'm
put
not
down.
worried about it.
And
And then I'll summon a spirit weapon.
Eyes flaring. Okay, I'll just stop. Oh, what would you like your
Sorry,
weapon to look like?
I hate dispel magic. It never
Well,
fucking works.
Yeah,
And then I'm just gonna
Hold it.
summon a spiritual weapon. Not your fault, man. I'm not at all saying anything like that. I'm just like, oh, dispel magic. You fail me yet again.
I know.
And then I'm just gonna move here.
Because he spent so much time dispelling magic in that hell prison, but only ever did like one statue out of the two.
It never
Where-
works.
where
It's,
do you
it's
wanna-
just a busted ass mechanic. I'm just gonna pop it up behind me.
Behind you?
Right there's fine. That's fine.
I just want to know where to put it. That's all. So you summon your. What does it look like?
It looks like the staff I have, except it just pulls out of it like it pops out of the staff that I'm wielding.
You see,
Actually, no. You know what? It's gonna look like a shield.
Right.
Yeah.
So as you see the Force Knight, he reaches out towards her, and you see the flames flicker and then blaze, and then as he kind of holds back, you see he just kind of, and he hits his staff on the ground, and it separates into a second one, and floats next to him. All right, that'll bring us to Starcatcher. So Starcatcher is going to. He looks at the Blaze Knight and be like, and she's like, no problem, stop. She's going to cast Banishment.
Oh.
I need a Charisma saving throw.
I don't think I have counterspell. Let me double check. I don't
Sorry,
have
we'll just-
counterspell.
We'll break her concentration.
God damn it! Let me do
I will
tanky things.
totally break her friggin' concentration.
Wisdom save.
Charisma save.
Charisma save. Even better, my -1.
Oh shit.
Yeah, bye guys.
And you see with a wave, she banishes your tank. And then Vanish, she's going to fly forward. And she is flying, and then she is going to use Spellfire. I need a dexterity saving throw from everybody.
Ooh.
I'm fine.
Ah, shit.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Got that crit 19
That's a
going
10.
for me.
Alright, so,
Dexterous!
Jesus, Squall. Alright, so, is that a, yep, that's a, okay, so Twister, so as she walks up, you see, the fire, her hair kind of whips up behind her, and she, as it comes forward, this cone of the silver fire fires forward, and, oh, it's only 5 feet wide, I'm sorry. Forest Knight, you didn't have to make one. Same with you, Undying Prince. So,
Woo!
fuck, only
Fuck
the,
yeah.
so only the Twister Knight, you are going to take...
I only take half damage because I failed my dex save, but
You have evasion.
I have evasion, so
Oh, yeah.
14 damage.
Oh no, it's only 12 damage. Yeah, 11 damage.
Oh, only 11 damage. Okay.
Yeah, the Squall Knight rolled a 28 on her dex save, which is just nuts.
Okay,
Alright,
so
and then that takes
it's that minus 107.
and then
Right?
she-
What's 18 minus 11?
you can just hit it. You can select your token and just hit when it selects the health. You can just click on the health and press -11. It'll automatically do the math for you.
There we go. I can math.
No, you
And,
can't.
She's gonna.
I
that's the
can do
whole
it at
point.
work just fine, but the moment I get home, it's like, no.
She's gonna use her last thing she can do for the turn. She's gonna use a legendary action to do Silver Hair. Need a Constitution saving throw from Twister Knight. You are paralyzed. You can repeat it at the end of your
Fuck.
turn, and you take 8 force damage. That'll bring us to the trackers. This first one is going to
The fuck out of here.
forward. Out there. And
Just
you are
get
paralyzed,
paralyzed
so
again.
he's going to get his multi-attack with 3 leaf lances. As he strikes out, these lances look like just basically straightened out branches, but then all of the leaves on it seem to be made of some sort of steel, as these are going to be auto crits. You are paralyzed. Oh, one was even already a crit. Alright, so you take 18, 20, 30, so 38... Fucking Jesus. My brain just died there. 38, let's see, 41, 44,
This shit, bro.
53, 62 points of damage from this elven lancer.
Wait,
Yeah,
all
you-
of that's doubled?
Fuck that guy.
Because you are
Minus
paralyzed. so they're all-
62?
yeah. Fucked you up. And then,
Ouch.
Being paralyzed sucks when you actually get hit here.
I'm almost fucking dead.
And then
Hey Ty, did you add that extra 3 radiant? Because that's from the crit. Shouldn't that be?
Oh, sorry.
Eight?
minus 6. I'm just going to double the first one. Because it rolled an extra one. And then the other one is going to
I got
step
you, Jess.
forward.
Wait, what do I add then?
Add 6 health.
Okay.
Add 6 back.
And this one is going to step forward, and he's going to cast blindness. Wait, hold on. Let's see how. So he's going to hop here. He's going to cast blindness, deafness on the Squall Knight. So I need a Constitution saving throw from Squall Knight.
All right.
All right.
All right. Oh no, this is gonna go great. Oh.
Oh,
All right,
It's
you
fine.
are blind, and you can make a Constitution
Damn.
saving throw at the end of your turn to gain your sight.
Woohoo!
You're fine.
All right.
status effects. God damn it!
You didn't think it'd be that easy, did you? Oh man, Twister Knight.
I
you
came in
are-
with a 28 AC. I did think it was going to be that easy.
I know, right? Alright, so Twister Knight, you are up. You can make a saving throw at the end. So make a Constitution saving throw to shake off the paralysis. That'll be at the end of your turn.
Does she have calmness of mind?
Oh!
He's a
shit.
monk.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you might be able to just get rid of that paralysis, right? Or is that fear?
Stillness. Yes, I can use an action to end one effect on myself that is causing me to be charmed or frightened.
Because you're not
This is not
frightened,
charm or
you're paralyzed.
Fuck. Well,
Sorry.
fuck. It was
Okay.
worth a try.
Yeah, definitely.
So worth a try. Alright. I'm fucking dead.
Still paralyzed. Squall Knight, you are up and you are blind.
Thanks for reminding me.
Hey, if you guys could have fun, I could have some fun.
He's gonna TKO.
Well, I guess
Okay, guys,
I
if we all
won't.
die, it's fine.
That's not helpful at all.
Depends what happens to Bloodscale's brain.
Scale will have a stroke, and Uzo will just be there counting all the fucking.
So I'm gonna... Wait, but magic missile never misses, right? So
Yeah, but yeah, actually, you can hit with magic missile because
yes.
it never misses. So you can still, yeah, you can use magic missile.
Yes. Good thinking, Molly. Good
Who do
thinking.
you want to? Who do you want to hit?
On it.
I'm gonna hit the person that I was last aiming at.
Okay,
Oh, no,
perfect.
but there's someone in front of me. But I'm gonna.
It's
gonna
okay.
be like-
Doesn't matter. Magic missile don't care.
So you're going for
The
the
one that banished me.
start it. Perfect. So go and roll for all 4 missiles. Yes,
I might have to be that guy.
they're not gonna do enough damage to
9,
break her concentration.
No, I think magic missile says it has to be somebody you can see.
Ooh, question.
Let me check this information. God damn it!
Brandon
you
pulled a
fucker.
mic.
I mean,
She's talking to her blindness, not anybody else.
She's talking to me. I know how this.
yeah, it says each dart hits a creature of your choice that you can see.
Alright.
What if I was close enough to grope them? You know, see with the hands.
And you
Give me with them
probably,
hands.
probably should attack them with your, tacky stuff.
You try moving, but you might just fall to your death.
Fuck, also possible. I'm pretty dexterous, so.
Yeah. Like you know where you can step, and you know where things were when you went blind. So you know.
So I could move forward 1.
Yep, and
Be
you know
okay.
you know the Squall Knight's there. You know you can take a step forward and to your left. I'd allow that without a check. Since you have 2
Okay.
allies super close. And
I'm
then
gonna
if-
whisper, be like, it's right in front of you.
then you can
It's right in front of
you can make
right
a
in front of
Yeah,
you.
right there.
attacks at disadvantage.
Just
Um,
stick your
I
weapon.
would say.
Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. That's hilarious. I would say don't forget you have things that can give you advantage on attacks, like the Zephyr Strike, so you can make regular attacks.
Yeah. Well, I don't like. Can I hunter's mark? Or
Yeah,
I
you
not
can
do
hunter's
that
mark.
If I can't see.
Sure, do you need to be able to see?
Or,
Hunter.
you can see. Yep, you have to see.
Damn it! Fuck!
Zephyr Strike is
Alright.
range self, so you can cast it on yourself without being able to see, and that'll give you back to a
Alright.
normal for an attack, and add 1d8 force
Okay.
damage.
I'll do that.
Perfect. So that's your bonus action. Go ahead and make your attack.
All right, I can do it with advantage now, right?
Your
Is
advantage
that
is
what
just
it does? Or-
negating disadvantage, so it's just a straight
Oh, so
attack
it's
now.
just regular.
Yeah,
Got
so you
it.
don't have to.
Okay, I'm gonna.
16. Barely hits. and then so 7 damage and yeah, so 7 damage. So I'll make it constitution. Or wait, no, he doesn't have to maintain concentration. Line. So yeah,
Pretty good.
You stab out and you feel your blade catch into something, and then go and roll a d8 for the extra force damage.
All right. Oh, like pretty good for someone who is not used to not being able to see.
Right.
D8. There we go.
All right, another 8 damage, and then you have another attack that you can make at disadvantage.
Forest Knight wants me to attack the other person.
Okay.
If you attack her, we get our flame knight back.
Just go and
I
attack the other
know.
person. She does have a higher AC, so
I'm just saying, like, you know, I'm pretty much lucky at this point to have hit anyone.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, like, but I'll do my best.
sure. Either way, go ahead and choose your target.
Okay, I'm gonna try to strike out to my right to hit
Perfect.
the that he wants me to hit.
Roll an attack at disadvantage.
Oh, good. Could go wrong.
13 does not hit. As you feel it shrink, and it would have messed on both of them if it makes you feel any better. So, and so as you reach out, you just feel like there's something bat your blade out of the way as you're still blind. Or no, at the end of your turn, you can make a Constitution saving throw to get your sight.
Yes. To maybe we'll see.
Back. Okay.
We'll
Nope.
see.
So
It is. It's.
Wait, why are you doing it at disadvantage?
Yeah, I was like, shouldn't.
it was
It should
the
just be
so
a regular
the
one, right?
yeah,
Or-
but the first roll was what it would be at regular. If it was lower, it would grade that out. So, or if it was higher, it would have graded out. So, all right, that'll bring us to Undying Prince. I can't hear you.
He's muted.
So that storm that I have, that's a 60-foot radius.
Mhm.
Should be able to still strike right about here,
Perfect. Then
and at least hit those two.
is that an action or a bonus action?
It's an action, I
Let's see.
believe.
Yep, use your action to call down lightning. Perfect.
That's fine. I was just calling down more lightning.
Perfect. So dexterity saving throws.
Fail. Fail.
Alright, so roll the damage for your lightning bolt. Lightning bolt.
That is not bolt, technically.
Your lightning. 19 damage.
Banishment girl has to make a save.
Nope. She has war monsters, so
Um,
16. Yep, not yet. No, wait. 19 divided by 2 plus 10 plus the spell level. No, she's fine. Concentration checks, man. Alright, and then bonus action, movement.
Wait, did she make it or not?
She made
She
it.
made
She
it.
maintained her concentration.
What
Tell her
does
I
she
hate
have
her.
to do
Just
to keep
barely.
it?
She one more point of damage, or one more lower, and she would have failed.
Picking something. Picking something.
Sure. Concentration.
Wait, can she do paralysis and the banishment?
Yes, yeah, not both are concentration.
Okay.
The
Fuck.
paralysis is her hair attack.
Fuck.
stupid hair.
No, I still think that's all I got at the moment.
Stupid alternative dimension.
Laser
I would
knights.
like to hold my action to attack anything that has pointy fucking ears when I come back.
All right. Let's see.
It's my turn.
Oh yeah, you don't even get to make a.
Nope.
All right, buddy. All right, Forest
I'm
Knight.
Grog in any Vecna fight.
So, I just wanted to check here before I do anything. Characters can't occupy the same space as an ally, is that true?
That's correct.
And I don't know this character well enough. What's my most powerful form of healing?
So most powerful form of healing. Let me pull it up here.
Everything looks kind of like small and useless, so
Oh,
I'm sure
no,
I'm
like-
missing something. That's why I wanted to.
Casting them at higher levels, like Cure Wounds at high level is always going to be really good. Mass Cure Wounds is for like a lot of people, but really, honestly, Cure Wounds, if you cast it at a 5th level, is going to get a lot of healing done. You can use your staff to cast it. And then you can as a I think it's as a bonus action you can get your Healing Spirit and park it on somebody, and that'll do 1d6 as soon as it's their turn and heal them passively, and you can move that around as it goes. And don't forget, if you're using a level 5 spell, that's a +7 already to the healing, because it's the spell level
I only have
+2.
two. I only have 2 for level 5
Okay,
spell
so
slots.
4 would be +6 then. And then you can also, as a bonus action, use those the 10d6 of your that healing pool.
No, that thing is not good.
Well, 3d6
It only.
is a bonus action. Sorry, go ahead.
That's fine. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on what Zephyr's character. I
The
forget.
Twister. Perfect.
Twister.
The Zephyr.
So,
This is what I mean. Fucking. All right, so 20. You're healed for 20.
no, 20
Yay.
plus 4 plus 2 plus 26.
26.
Yay. Thank you.
It didn't. Okay, there it is.
And then I'll summon my Healing Spirit as a bonus action.
And then
And I'm right next to it.
Oh, one thing I would say is I forgot to mention is I think that and your weapon are both concentration, so you have to choose one or the other.
Fine, I dispel the weapon.
Perfect. And I'll give you the spell slot for the weapon since I didn't make that clear earlier.
It doesn't matter. I don't mind.
So we'll go and park the spirit on.
You know, you can use your bonus action to have your sword attack the bitch that's got me vanished.
I had to use my bonus action to summon the ghost to heal people.
That'll bring us to Starcatcher. So she is.
Where is this ghost, by the way? Is it? It's not. I don't see him on the map.
I put it a spell marker on, so it has the little wings and halo. And what is?
Right. Doesn't it need a token though? Because
It technically occupies a 5-foot square. It's just
Uh-huh.
it would just overshadow the character it's on currently.
okay.
Second. What do you want it to look like?
Don't care.
Ooh!
So when does the 1d6 points to
That
that
is just
creature heal?
At the beginning of your turn, when you start your turn.
Oh, okay.
It's space. We'll just go use this. Since it is still a staff. And then there. Excellent. All right, and then Starcatcher is going to. What did she go?
Eat the tar out of me.
She's gonna cast Cone of Cold in front of her. Need Constitution saving throws for everybody except for the Undying Prince.
Oh, finally! Fuck!
Oh god, you wasted it on the cone of cold. You're still gonna stay paralyzed.
So
I know, but still.
So you only take half damage, so that's reduced to 17 points of cold damage. The rest of you take 35 points of cold damage, and then she's gonna take her sword from the knight next to her who brought it up, and that's gonna be her action for that because I forgot to go pick that up earlier. Because she was super
So she
pissed.
still doesn't have it.
Oh no, she has it now. That's her. She as her action, she took it. It's good for you guys. All right, and then
I mean, I'm
The-
fine.
bring us to the. You are. Bring us to the elevator tracker. He is going to reach out and he's going to cure wound on her, level 5. She heals 30.
Tell that person to die horribly.
Okay. And then this one
Like
is
whisper it in their ear. Like whisper it. Be like, yeah, there you go.
I got you. And then so this one is going to here, and he is going to cast. No, he's just gonna. No, he can't. Oh yeah, he has. So he's gonna get behind him, and he's going to attack the Squall Knight. I guess he'll have disadvantage for trying to strike past an ally. So, here's advantage, but he attacks. 14 hit. He doesn't hit it.
No, she's at 17.
Okay, perfect. So I figured it was higher than 14. So he does not hit anything, and that'll bring us to the Twister Knight. Gain, roll 1d6 and gain that as health. But since he cast it at a second level, you also gain an extra 4. So roll a d6 and then add 4.
Fuck.
So you gain 5 points of health.
5. Plus 5. 57. Alright. And then.
That's where, unfortunately, we have to end for the night. I have to go to bed. But we will pick this up as soon as we come back. I know this was kind of a different sort of session. Real quick. But I hope you guys had a little bit of fun with the new characters and everything. I know it is weird running into this high level combat
Twister
stuff,
at least
so-
roll her save?
Oh yes, go ahead and roll your save, Twister.
Constitution, right? Constitution, right?
Mhm. Nope.
Fucker.
Okay.
Fucker! God damn it!
At least you get saves. Poor Flame Knight's just sitting up there.
Yep.
All right, so
I get to finally be a tank. No, you don't.
Somebody just like shove the elves off the edge.
well, funny that like you
I
guys
can't.
opened-
Y'all are in the way.
And one of them's flying.
Oh man, you guys opened up a can of whoop ass first turn, and then it just went.
I think that's
Really
bad. You
strange
should
from
see what
there.
I'm gonna do next.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be quite interesting. But anyway, thank you everybody.
Already
for
getting
watching.
tired of this encounter.
I bored me. Thank you guys for watching again. Brought to you by the DM Emporium, dmemporium.com. We have lots of cool, awesome stuff. I run it. Woo, that's me. Catch us on Twitter. And every Tuesday, of course, we will be back and playing some more D&D. This little side adventure is going to continue probably one more session, and then the hallucination dream state will be over.
That's what you think. We're going on this for years, boys.
Oh, God.
Yeah. A one-off turn it into 3 months. As
Call the
is
kettle
tradition.
a kettle.
Oh man, the forest knight just died. That's crazy.
Fantastic.
I mean,
Oh,
at any point, Ty can literally go, and the hallucination just ends.
I
Yeah, that's
really
true.
can. Yeah. All right, so I'll go ahead and stop the stream there.
Nothing
and,
says anything actually has to end up resolved. This
That's
is
the
just a
best part.
chunk of memories.
Very true.
Everybody could die, and that could be part of the memories. It's all good. So, all right, so we'll
Mm.
catch y'all later.
Oh, that's not going to happen with what I'm about to blow.
Bye.
Jesus
No,
fuck.
like that's the thing.
Bye.
Like I think once you guys realize the level of enemy, you guys have some real nasty shit coming up. All right, so bye everybody.
Ugh.
Bye.